Hi everyone, this is The Stars, your personal astrologer, and it is January 25th. It is a Wednesday night, and we're going to do some cards and star readings. I got my list here ready, and let's just go ahead and look at some stars, see what's going on. It's a snowy, cold night here. Temperature's supposed to drop drastically. Drastically dropping. And I'm going to be doing free card and star readings tonight. I am your personal astrologer with over 25 years, almost 30 years of experience. And so we'll answer your questions if you have them. And we'll have some fun. And we'll have some fun. Okay. You guys can call me The Stars. My nickname is The Stars. I'll type it in the window here. And we'll see if anybody comes on in to the stream tonight. I'm going to do horary charts to answer your questions, and we will turn over some cards. And it is 9:54 here in Ohio, and it's cold, and it's supposed to ice up. The moon is in Aries. It's conjuncting Jupiter. So there should be a lot of people out there who would like to ask the stars a question, I would think. I'll wait for some folks to come on in. I'll shuffle my cards in the meantime. So if you are a Aries, you have Jupiter going to be conjuncting your sun. If you're early Aries, so you have to be born somewhere around March 21st, 23rd, 24th, 25th. You'll have Jupiter right on your sun now, and here's what could happen with that. The sun for women is men. So if you are in a relationship right now when you're young and you've been with the same person for a long time, like 17, 18 years old, if he's not catching up to you and what you want out of life, you might, start looking elsewhere. It's usually Jupiter. When women hit their 21, 22, they enter their Jupiter periods and they want to expand. They want a little bit more. The guy that you thought was great when you were 17 might not look so great anymore, and you start looking forward to some other things. And so if you're an Aries woman born in beginning of March, not beginning of March, I'm sorry, the 21st, when the sun moves into the spring time. Women you might want to travel, get creative. You want bigger things. You want to move. You want to see. You want to travel. If you're a man in the Jupiters, if you're a man with that sun in Aries, you may want to feel like you want to expand somehow. You may want to move out. If you're at home in your family home, you might want to move and have more freedom on your own. You might want to start a business. You want to get bigger. Okay, this is also a time when anybody, either female or male, could actually put on some pounds, because everything with Jupiter overdoes it. So keep that in mind, okay? Because, you know, weight can sneak up on you pretty easy. Let's see. So if you are a Libra, that Jupiter is going to oppose you this year ahead. And everything that I said before for the conjunctions is pretty much the same, only you might encounter those things with other people that are around you, because this is the opposition, this is the mirror, these are the people that you attract into your life. So we have that, and I need to get a chat window here and pop that out so I can see if anybody is going to come on in and get on the list for a reading. I'm going to do horary charts, and I do live with a bunch of animals, bird, little pug doggy. I have cats, so there could be an interruption at any time. Wait and see if anybody comes on in and says hi. I'm doing free readings, free card and star readings with these stars, your Barefoot Astrologer and Medium. Had to go let the dog in, and we'll see if anybody comes in. It is 9:59. Virgo is ready to leave. Maybe when Libra comes in. Hey, Jasmine. Oh, hello. There you are. Shaylee, how are you? Yes, hi, Jasmine. You've been here before, right, sweetheart? I'm great. I'm good, Shaylee. I kind of was playing around with a little setup to do cards, and so I figure I'd come on for a little bit tonight and do some horary charts and some cards. So yeah, I'm gonna start a list if you guys want to get on the list. I'm hoping maybe I can run if I get a few more people. Yes, readings are free. Fun. Your setup is pretty. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I played around with it. I said, you know, I love my cards, and I figure I better play around with it a little bit. And my husband helped me, and so it looks nice, right? Thanks. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. So it is January 25th, and it's 10 o'clock. And right now, Virgo is rising at 29 degrees, just past my own sun, so I would want to stay up late. I got sun is 5 degrees Aquarius today. That's right on my Saturn, and I love to teach the stars, and I like to read, so I figured this would be a good night to get some free readings in for folks. So if you guys want to get on the list, I will. Why the tears? Oh, yeah. Oh, what's the matter? Oh, that explains it. She got tears there, Shaylee. What else is the problem? Oh, Venus and Saturn are conjunct, so, you know, your hair's not going to come out good. This is not good for skin. Virgo. Oh, yeah, Virgo. There you go. Yes, Aileen, you can get added to the list. Jasmine, am I putting you on the list, sweetheart? I'm going to put Jasmine, and then we'll do Shaylee. And then we're going to do Aileen. Am I saying that right, Aileen? So that's 3. We'll wait a little bit more for a couple of people. Yeah, I have your chart on file, so we can look at that if you want. But I was actually going to do the horary charts tonight and throw over 3 cards. I'm using 2 decks. I'm actually using the regular playing cards. And I'm actually using my, these are my cards when in medium to talk to the other side. If anybody had anything like that, I can concentrate on those. They're usually for a medium reading. I need to really look at your stars and connect with you on a deeper level. Yes, that amethyst is actually pretty, isn't it? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I do. I love my stones. I think that's one of the things my husband likes about me the best is my stones. When we first met, he goes, "Boy, you have a lot of stones all over." I said, "Yeah, I love my stones." So who do we got? We got Jasmine, Shaylee. What else is going on in these stars today? Uh, Finally, Mercury is not retrograde anymore. He's moving forward, but he's not out of his post shadow position, meaning that on December 12th, he's returning to where he was moving on December 12th when he went pre shadow. So we're really not out of the clear. Like I just hit the picket last night because I played my sun number. My sun is 25 degrees Virgo. I'm just going to write this down right here, 25 Virgo, right? Virgo starts at 150. If you add the 25 degrees that my sun is, that comes out to 175. That's my sun number. The number that came in last night was in Ohio was 571, and I played it. That's what I do. I like to look at the numbers. But anyway, I presented research to the research that I did on abducted children to my peers in Florida during a convention, and they scheduled my lecture on July 15th, which is my sun number, and my sun is in the 5th house with children. So all the numbers that are in your stars are very important, and they actually will time different events in your life. So we don't have anybody else in here. The Capricorn I was talking about is starting to be kind of a jerk. Well, you know what? Look at this. What was happening here? Let me just put this chart up for. Do we want to get into start doing readings? You guys want to wait a little bit, see if anybody else comes in? I could talk about the stars a little bit more. Let me put the stars up on. So anyway, these are the cards. I can use either the regular playing cards you can ask for, or the regular playing cards, or my, these are my reading cards for when I connect with the other side. Okay? So we have 2 different cards tonight. And we'll start off with Jasmine. Are you still here, hun? Don't ask me your question yet. I just want to know that you're still here, and we'll get you. We'll get going with you first. You were here first. First come, first serve, right? Is that okay? Jasmine, you're still here? Or she left? Looks like she left. I'll wait a couple of minutes to see. Okay. All right, Shaylee, I can go with you, sweetheart. It looks like Jasmine's. Let's see, is Jasmine here? I know there's a little bit of a. People have 0 patience. Oh, well. I know. Well, I try to teach. I'm a teacher, so I like for people. If it was up to me, everyone would have learned their stars in school with right alongside their 1, 2, 3s. So let's go to you, Shaylee. I guess she left. So don't. I'm gonna do a horary again, okay? And then I'll throw over cards, and then you could pick your cards that I'll throw over and answer your question, okay? I will listen to you talk all night. I love talking about the stars. I mean, they're wonderful. Okay, so all right, I'm not gonna. You go ahead and ask me your question. I'll look at the clock and I'll wreck the chart for that time. Okay, so hold on. Let's move our window over. Okay, and I'll wait until I understand your question. Okay, maybe Jasmine will come back in a little bit. We don't know. I think she was in here the other time and she left. Perfect, thank you. I don't have anyone to talk to about it, and I've been studying for almost 4 years. You know, you can ask me anything. You can ask me anything you want. I mean, you know, sometimes before I start teaching someone, I usually want to take a consensus of what they already know. You want? Let's ask about the Capricorn, please. Oh, so this is the Capricorn guy you want to talk to? Do you have his birthday? Because I can just look him up in the ephemeris and we'll look at his chart. I mean, we don't have to do a horary chart. I can look at the stars for you. Do you have his birthday? Oh, okay. Good girl. What's his birthday? We can do that. We can look at his birthday. Sure thing. Let's see what we got. All right. So I'm going to put here, clear data. I'm going to put Shaylee's guy. Shaylee's guy birth chart. Oh, Tijuana, huh? Okay, wow. Okay, so this is his birth chart. I'm just calling him Shaylee's guy, okay, birth chart. And I'm typing it. Oh, he's 106, January 6th. So he just had a birthday. So he just had a solar return. And I'll tell you what that is in a minute, okay? 1998. I asked for his birth info before I even met him. Good girl. Really? You even have his time? So he's 1 a.m. All right, listen. He probably wasn't born exactly at 1 a.m. because nobody is born exactly right on the minute. It's usually a couple minutes after or before or whatever. So whenever someone just gives me one little number like that, I always feel a little antsy. But that's where we're going to start there. We're going to use the 1 a.m. But I doubt very much he was born right on the minute. Okay, so, all right, so Tijuana, Mexico. Let me get Tijuana, Mexico, the longitude and latitude in here for you, hon. Hold on. So we are Mexico. You know what? I think I could live in Mexico. My sister took me on a beautiful trip there, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. 1 a.m. So you said it was 1 a.m., right? Okay, 1 a.m. All right, let's calculate this baby. And I'm going to save this, okay, because I have you in my YouTube stream file. Okay, so we have your guy in here, okay? All right, so let's go. Let me go to the chart and, okay. So let me get this presentation. Can you see those stars really well? Are you on a desktop, Shaylee, or are you on your phone? I'm on my phone. I can see. Thank you. Okay, so you can see this chart really well because I have this. Is it a magnifier? Look, see how it'll go make it bigger for you? I mean, I could do that while I talk about what things so you can see what I'm talking about. Would you want me to do that or no? Or just use my pointer? Oh. Because I could just use the pointer too. I'm on my phone. I can see. Cool. I mean, I could do it. Like, I could put the spotlight on like that, but that's not really good. I'll do the highlighter. Okay. Okay. So we want to look at this guy, right? I want to look at him. When I look at a man's chart, especially when a woman comes to me and she wants me to look at a man's chart for her, this is the guy that she likes. I want to look at his moon. I want to look at his Venus, okay? Okay. Did you see about the moon and birth time? Yes, the pointer is perfect. Yes, I did. Okay, so his moon is, at that time, if he was born at 1 a.m., his moon is 25 degrees Aries, okay? So it's not in Taurus. You were probably looking maybe in an ephemeris, okay? So it's 25 degrees Aries. What sometimes when I see a man with an Aries moon, we don't know his birth time. I thought you said it was 1 a.m. He said it was like 1 a.m. But it's usually I'm saying it could be like a little bit after, a little bit before. Maybe he remembers his mom saying him around 1 in the morning. So the moon takes 13 hours in a day. I mean, the moon will move 13 degrees in a day's time. That was what we guessed. When you said you guessed with him, who's we? Him? Okay, so we don't know if that's actually his birth time. And I don't know who we is. If he has Libra rising, his eyes might be blue or green. Yes, I looked. It changed that day at 3:30. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay. Well, okay. So me and him talking about it. Okay. So he doesn't know. He said 1 a.m. around that he thinks. You guys weren't. It doesn't matter. I know. The time. I'll leave it at the 1 o'clock. Okay. But so if he was born on the 6th, right, at 1 a.m., it's only 1 hour into January 6th, okay? So it's possible that his moon could be in Taurus, but he would have to be born, okay, Libra rising 28 degrees, eyes are green, they could be, the eyes could be green or blue, very sexy in their walk, like nice clothes, like this guy's sexy. That's what Libra rising, especially for a guy. Okay, late degrees. He might be. If he has that Libra rising, they come out. They're very. They're affectionate. They're charming. They're romantic. Okay, so if he does have that Libra rising, okay, but that's at 1 a.m. Okay, and that's 28 degrees at 1 a.m. So I don't know. Okay, so if he says. Here's the trouble with men with the Aries moon. Sometimes they fall too fast, okay? And then they see you like men with the moon in Aries like the looks, okay? And sometimes they have to, oh, hi, Sunlit. I'm glad you're here. Oh, yeah, I got you marked as a moderator from last time. Oh, maybe you could still do that for me, sweetheart, if anybody else comes in. I figure I would do a couple readings tonight. Shaylee's here. We're looking at our guy. Okay, so they fall in love too fast, okay? So sometimes after a month or two goes by, then they find out that, this girl that they fell completely in love with when they first love at first sight, now they're finding out that, there's stuff about her that he doesn't like, okay? They go too fast. However, I have to look at the aspects to that moon, okay? And another thing is I want to look at the Venus in his chart. And his Venus is down here in Aries. So he would like somebody different, odd, somebody that woman that's not the same old, okay? So his moon and his Venus they're almost going to be square to one another because this moon is going to move into Taurus. It's going to tick like a clock. So he has an applying moon. He has the moon applying to a square to Venus. So sometimes men who have moon and Venus in bad aspects, they need one thing, what the moon says, which is something exciting. He wants a firecracker. He wants somebody who's going to tell him he wants a challenge, okay? But now this Venus in Aquarius over here, that's a fixed sign. That's stuck. He wants somebody that's also that is different, but somebody he can depend on. So, so what's he going to do? He desires something that's fixed and stable, but at the same time, he wants something he feels that he needs something exciting. Okay, so are you having a tough time nailing this guy down? Because he could be a tough guy to nail down with this moon square Venus. And so is that why he's being a jerk? And this could be, if I remember correctly, Shaylee, you had that Uranus right on your fourth house, right? Right on that cusp where you like to be by yourself. So you might be attracting guys. He wanted the commitment the second time we hung out. Oh, so he changed his tune. Well, yeah, that'll do. This Venus in Aquarius is very changeful too. He had to pull back now. Well, let me ask you: do you want to be committed in this? Do you want to be committed in this relationship with him, or are you just curious about him? Because this tells me like that he has. Okay, let's look at what's going on with what's being affected here. You like him, yes? Okay, because you could get him. We just you have to time how you're going to get him. Okay, and when I say that, I mean you want to. Okay, if you want to approach him and get him on your side, you want to do it when the moon, when one of the signs is rising in time to hit his moon or hit his Venus, that's when he's going to be receptive to a female. Okay, like like with my husband, if I called my husband at work, okay, I knew I would look at the stars first before I called him. And if the sign that was rising at the time that I wanted to call him, this rising right here, was in a good aspect to either his moon or his Venus, like a trine or a conjunction, I would go ahead and call him. If a sign was rising that was going to square or oppose his Mars, I would not call him because he'd be busy, okay? But when I would call him, he would say, I was just thinking about you, okay? So there's a time when you want to approach men based on timing, and you time their stars. You definitely had a past lives as well. Why you feel, sometimes, Shaylee, sometimes when you have that pull to somebody because of a past life, I mean, I know this, it's like an obsessive, like like when you first meet them, like you just know, like, wow, there's got to be something there. Sometimes they're the relationships you got to spin around from and walk the other way because there's something and learn something from it. So I can throw your chart over his and let's see if you got glue. You got it. I don't care what your Venus and Mars do. They could talk to one another. The attraction's there. You both like each other. Maybe the sex is good. But if you don't have Saturn from your chart and Saturn from his chart hitting each other, you ain't got the glue to keep this thing together. Okay? You could fight up and down, fight like me and my husband. We're like cats and dogs, but we got glue. Okay? We got something to stick together. So, let me throw, you have a Venus square Saturn. Okay. Well, that could also be a little on the disappointing side too, but so does he work for himself? Is there something that he does with his job that he's like moving around or does something with electric, any kind of like maybe air conditioning? Like I feel like he's always moving around, maybe going to different places. He does move around for work. Yes, okay. All right, that's all in here. Okay, all right. Let me throw, since we know what time you're born, okay? I'm going to go get you and I'm going to throw his chart over yours. Yes, a cleanup of stuff. Okay. All right, let me do that. Let me see what I see here for Shaylee, and then we're gonna go over here. Let's go to your guy. All right, let's see here. Okay, so now I got you in the middle. This is your stars, okay? Because we know what time you're born with this 14 degrees. So we know where all his planets fall. So yes, look where all his planets are in. They're in your 5th house. So yeah, things are really creamy and romantic and sexy. And but you've got 2 different elements happening here, okay? Is he older than you? Or he's younger than you? He's younger. It could be, see men with their Venuses in Aquarius too would like an older woman. Well, his moon and his Saturn there, this could be, yeah, you're right. This could be karmic. This could be an obsession. This could be, but that moon, but that moon's far away from the Saturn. This Saturn's 13 degrees. That moon's 25. So it's past it. It's well past it, but it's still in unless his moon is more than 8 degrees, Taurus, then it's still here in this 8th house. So you probably feel like you do have a karmic connection with him. But that doesn't mean that it could be something that you need to learn this time and maybe let go of. Here's what I wanted to. What is his? Shaylee, is Shaylee your real name? Shaylee, and you don't have to tell me what your real name is if you don't want to. My moon is in his 12th. Yeah, but we don't know exactly what time he's born. We would only be guessing at that because we don't know about that 1 a.m. unless he told you his mother said 1 a.m. Yeah, this could be this is karmic, okay? This is when you met him, there was like an immediate attraction with that moon here in your eighth house. It could mean that with this Saturn here, it could mean that you're meant to suffer something with him. You know what I mean? Like, is there something about, Novella is on my birth certificate, but I've always been called Shaylee. Oh, Novella, that's pretty. Um, that Saturn in the eighth house could mean, no, Novella is very pretty. That Saturn in the eighth house could mean that you're meant to suffer something with him. And when I say that, is there something in his life that is, that is a burden? Does he have a child with somebody? Oh, but you said he's younger. Does he have a child with somebody? There could be something, but let me see the glue. Okay, so his Saturn, 13 degrees Aries, is his Saturn. I don't see his Saturn really doing anything to your stars, hon, tightly. Oh, 13 here, fire. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, look at that. Would you move? He's very stressed out, no children. Would you move for him? His Saturn is actually trining this Uranus down here. Okay? And that could actually change your living. He lives an hour away. Okay, so that's the only thing I'm seeing the glue. I'm not seeing 13. It's in conjunct your ascendant. It is square your Jupiter, which is right on your fifth house. Let me see his Saturn. What his Saturn. I'm not seeing his Saturn. The only thing it glues to is your Uranus, which is changeful. Okay? So I would really like to see that Saturn be on your Mars or your Moon or your Sun. Well, let's see. It's 13 degrees. This is 26. I'm doing math right now. So this is 4 and 13 is 20. No aspect there. It does conjunct your Mercury by 9 degrees. So you like talking to him? Does he understand you, or is communication hard with him? No, not your Venus. Where's your Venus? It's 3 degrees Pisces. There's no, well, let's say there's, what's 3? So it's 27 and 13. What's 27 and 13? Hold on. It's 10. That's 40 degrees. Now, she's 40 degrees away. His Saturn's 40 degrees away from your Venus. That's not, he just messaged me. Communication is good. Okay, well, his Saturn is on your Mercury, so communication is good. You feel like but it is 9 degrees away from there, so there could be some way too far. It could be some misses. Now, your Saturn, where's your Saturn? Your Saturn is 16 Scorpio. Your Saturn squares his Mars. So even though the glue is a square, okay, I feel like it would be, I'm going to tell you what I feel like, because your Saturn is squaring his Mars and his Saturn is only trining your Uranus. I feel like the glue and the work is being done more by you than it is by him. You're the one who's keeping the relationship going because of that aspect, and because it feels to me that you will have to change some of your surroundings in order to accommodate him. That's what this chart is showing to me. So my question to you is, Shaylee, is he worth it? Does he love you the way you want to be loved? Remember, when we want somebody to love us, we need to make sure that we're somebody for them to love, right? Because it's a lot to ask somebody to love you, because we're not just asking them to love us for the good stuff and the romantic stuff and the sex and all the yummy stuff, but for the crap too, right? So is he somebody that can do that with you? Then I would say that this is worth it. I don't want to say to remove the rose-colored glasses. I want you to. Is he worth it? Because every relationship you get into, okay, every relationship that you get into there's going to be good and bad things. Is the guy worth the bad shit? What is it? Are you going to have to move? I mean, I would move to Mexico in a minute if it's near one of the oceans or something. And you can take a chance on love, but this to me feels like it's more you having to make the adjustments to make this relationship work than it is on his part. And I don't know, are you ready to do that? And I don't know. I would like to see a little bit more. I would like to see some more connections. I don't see in your chart, I don't think that you are out of. Your Venus is in Pisces, so you could be a little bit on the side of a little dreamy or rose-colored glasses when it comes to love, but you do have a sextile to Neptune, and let me tell you, when the Venus in anybody's chart makes an aspect to Neptune, here's all the things that could happen. Okay. Can I have a read? Oh, yes, you can, hon. I'll write you down on here. Hold on, sweetheart. I'm still doing Shaylee. There was nobody in here, so we're taking our time together. Oh, and there's a few people in here. Wow. Maybe is Sunlit still here? Here's what I'm thinking. When Venus and Neptune, we'll wrap this up with this Venus and Neptune for you, Shaylee, okay? When Venus and Neptune are in any aspect with one another, whether it is a conjunction, a square, a trine, a sextile, you are the person that will actually feel the higher level of love, which is like when you become one with somebody almost, okay? Like you have the ability to have that connection with somebody. A lot of people don't get that in a lifetime, okay? When Venus makes an aspect to Neptune, and yours does right here, honey, what is the connection that you feel with him? I mean, do you feel like, find out if this guy would do something for you first before you change anything, for him. Is he asking you to come there? Does he want, you just don't want to pick up and move to Mexico. If you're living in the States, move to Mexico because he's there. Are you going to move in? Are you going to get married? What do you want? Because that's a big move. But then sometimes people come into our lives to move us. Okay. I wouldn't have met my husband in Colorado if I didn't have a guy that I met in Montclair, New Jersey, asked me to come out and run his restaurant in Colorado. He had a restaurant in an old historic hotel. So I met my husband because I made that move. So, what do you feel? Do you feel like it's good? When you have sex with him, after the sex is over, are you energized or do you feel sick? That's the best way to tell if that male energy is good for you, is how you feel afterwards. Okay? So I didn't do any cards for you, but I think we'll pass on the cards, Shaylee, if that's okay, since we spent so much time looking at both these charts. Is that okay with you, sweetheart? I know you like to donate, but I don't want you to think you have to make this last longer. We'll go on to the next person. Is that okay? Okay, great. Yeah, just see how it feels, okay? So Jasmine's not here. She left. Aileen was next. I don't know if she's still here. Hi, Putkit. All right, Putkit. The list is Aileen, Phuket, and okay. All right, so we're at Phuket and BKY. Okay, so let's do Aileen. Aileen, give me a second to change our window here, okay? And I am going to, you could ask your question in the chat, and I'm going to do a horary chart, and I will lay 3 cards over too that I'm going to shuffle. Okay, you can either have playing cards or you could have these tarot cards. Pick which one you want, what cards you want, Aileen, and then ask me your question, and I will do a horary chart on your question as I understand it. The time when I understand your question. Can we use the tarot cards, please? Okay, you want the tarot cards? Perfect. We'll do the tarot cards. Okay. Now, well, I'm also going to do a star reading for you too, okay? So I'm going to shuffle these cards. And I'm going to do a horary chart as well. So please ask me your question, sweetheart. And when I understand your question, I'll base the chart on that time. Will I fall in love in the next 2 years? Will Aileen fall in love in the next 2 years? Okay. Okay. Fall in love in the next 2 years. Aileen, it's 10:33. I'm going to erect a chart for your question, and it'll appear here in this window. I'm going to still shuffle the cards while I read these stars, okay? There's the chart, and I'm still going to shuffle these cards before I lay them over and tell us what the cards have to say, okay? Okay, so will I fall in love in the next 2 years? Okay, Libra is rising with Venus at 28 degrees Aquarius, okay? So it feels to me like this question coming up has Libra, romance, love, okay? And Venus is in the 5th house of romance and love right here, okay? And she just got finished conjuncting Saturn. So I want to say that over the past maybe 3 days ago, like you were really maybe down in the dumps, but you're feeling better, looking up, like maybe you were looking in the past, like love that didn't work out, and you're like, okay, I want to look in the future, something's coming for me. Now, at 28 degrees, Libra is leaving Aquarius, and she's going to move into Pisces, okay? So I want you, in 2 days from now, when she moves into Pisces, I want you to start thinking about, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to start thinking about the type of man you want to come into your life. I want you to see him. What do you want him to look like? What do you want him to be? How do you want him to behave towards you? I want you to actually visualize that in your head, and then let it go, okay? And let God, okay? And then you're going to go about your own business, and you're going to go on and about your own business, doing your work, doing the things that girls do, okay? And you're going to just wait for him to come, and then you're going to know who he is when he comes, because you've already made this vision of him in your mind, okay? Now, Venus right now, okay, she is, oh, why is that not, I got to do my assistant here. Hold on, honey. Okay, Venus right now, let's see her aspects, okay, because we're talking about love. She is trining the ascendant, the midheaven up here, okay? And she is semi-sextile to Pluto down here. So I want to say yes, okay? That it's almost like when this person comes into your life, you're gonna know him right away, okay? Because this Libra and this is you asking this question. This is him. This is Mars ruled, and Mars is down here in Libra. So he's going to make himself known to you. It's almost like you're going to see him, like he's going to come into the room, and he's going to notice you. You're going to watch him notice you. Okay, that's how it's going to be. And I feel like for some reason, either you can be in a play area, type of recreational space, like it could be a roller rink or a bowling alley or a movie theater or somewhere people go to have fun. Okay, something recreational, and then he's going to come in and maybe he works there. Maybe he's there because he has something to do. Maybe not because he's there on recreational basis either. And when he comes in, I feel like the eyes are going to be blue or they're going to be green. But definitely yes, and I don't think you're going to have to wait 2 years, sweetheart. I think because this Venus is going to move into, it's going to move in 2 days. She's going to move into Pisces, okay? And then while she's in Pisces, she is going to hit, okay, so I want to say a year and a month, a year, 24 months, 25 months, he's coming. Like, you're going to start looking out for him then. But I want you to visualize, what he is in your head, what you want, so that when you see him, it's him. Okay? What color do you want his hair to be? How tall do you want him to be? When he sees you, do you want him to have a big smile when he sees you? Do you want him to, dance with you, sing to you? What's important to you for this man to be? If he has children, do you want those children to be in his life? All these things that's important to you. That's what you have to think, and then you know who he is when you see him. Okay, I'm gonna throw down the cards for you. I've been shuffling. I'm gonna throw them down here. And let's see what we get. The Star, that's a fantastic card. The Empress, okay? So it almost feels like when he comes in, okay, this is the Empress. This is you wishing. This is you when you meet him. It's almost like that you're doing your thing in your life and you're not even worrying about not having a boyfriend or anyone. You're being the queen of your own life, okay? And then the Seven of Coins comes in. It makes me feel like he's going to be, like I said before, that he's going to be working there. And he's going to be somebody that has some things. You see all the coins down here? I don't know if you can see that. That's a beautiful card. He has the coins, 7 coins. So he's going to have stuff like maybe his own home, maybe his own business, but maybe he's there because he's going to fix something, okay? Because the coins represent money and work. In order to make money, you need to work. And so he's the 7. So he could be a little bit younger than you, or he could be like, okay, maybe it's not his business. Maybe it's his dad's business, or he's an apprentice. Like the person he's working for is training him, but he's doing well. He's got all his coins are in a row. Okay, he's got that 7 there, and he's gonna be like romantic. He's gonna be like the romantic type, and like this card, he could very well have like a lightish color hair. Okay, so I think that's it for you, sweetheart. Okay, so 24 months, I feel like somebody's coming in, and just get him in your head, and so when you see him, that's him. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take these cards off the table, and we will clear. Thanks so much for coming in, Aileen. 24 months, hon. Okay, I'm doing horary charts today. Okay, so our next up is going to be, I'll add you to the list. Okay, Pulkit. Pulkit, are you here? Pulkit, tell me right now which of these cards you would like me to read for you for tonight. And I'm also going to run a chart once you ask me your question. And once I understand it, I'm going to erect a chart for that time that I understand your question, and I'm going to answer it from that chart. And just tell me first, what cards do you want me to read, sweetheart? Eileen, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you taking time to do my reading. You're very welcome. Bless you too, sweetheart. Let us know when you meet him. I mean, even though it's going to be, you might get a little, you'll have fun waiting for him. Have fun waiting for him. Be the queen, sweetheart. Pulkit, you're here. I need you to tell me which of these cards you'd like me to read for you from, the Tarot or the regular cards. Some people don't have any patience to wait, but, oh, you're here. Okay. Which one? What cards do you want to use for me to use, the tarot or the regular playing cards? And I'm also going to run a chart for a horary and answer your questions. I'll shuffle the cards while I am running, while we talk about the stars, okay? So pick up which deck of cards you want so I can start shuffling while I run your chart. Do you want the regular cards or you want the tarot cards? Pull kit. Pull kit. Okay. Oh, BYK. BKY. I wonder what that stands for. So Bull Kit didn't want to wait. Okay. That's all right. Okay, I'm going to call you B. B, which of these cards, hon, do you want to me to read for you? This one or Tara? Regular or Tara? And don't ask me your question yet. I'm gonna, you want the tarot. Okay, everybody likes the tarot cards. All right, then. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these cards. Now, I want you to ask me, I'm going to shuffle these cards while I'm talking with you. Will I fall in love with someone this year? Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to shuffle those cards. And I'm going to, it is 10:43, so we're going to erect a chart for 10:43, January 25th, 2023. And I'm understanding your question. And we're going to put your chart there, and I'm going to answer your question from this chart. Okay. Yeah, I love that sunlit too. She's a sweetheart. Okay. All right, falling in love. Okay, so, okay. B, do you have, is there a couple of people around you right now that like you, but you're not so interested in? That's what I'm kind of getting. I'm kind of getting a feeling that there's people around you, like through work, that like you, but you're not interested in them. You're still waiting for that one person. Okay, good. Yeah, Libra's rising. Okay, she's an Aquarius right now. Not a good place for Venus to be when we want to meet somebody and have it stick. Okay, because Venus, when she's in Aquarius, okay, and she's conjunct Saturn here, love's disappointing. Her hair's not coming out good. Her skin's not feeling good. Like, not a good time to take a picture. You know, love when Venus is passing Saturn is typically always a disappointment, okay? But it could be the glue that keeps something together too, okay? But I'm not crazy about when people meet anybody while Venus is in Aquarius, because they usually do it because they want some kind of excitement, and the minute the excitement's over, so is that their interest in that person. So I think I'm going to let the tarot cards answer that question for me, okay? And let's see what's coming in. I just feel like there's people already, people around you. It looks like you're a girl from the picture I see in the chat window. So I'm going to say it looks like there's people around you that care about you, or coming on to you and stuff, but you're just not interested, okay? And these people might be a little bit aggressive, and you don't want them to feel bad, but you're just not feeling it either. Okay, so we're still waiting. It doesn't feel like to me like you have anybody that you wish, like you're pining over. So we need to wait for somebody new. So let me throw these cards over and let's see what we get. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. 9 of Cups. So there's a man out there. Okay. Falling Tower. Okay, so, and the Magician. All right, I'm going to have to throw a couple of more cards over, okay? So, but I want to get a feeling for something right here. Were you in a relationship maybe in the last year with someone like maybe 6 months ago, 9 months ago, and things didn't work out, or something like, things they fell apart? Or did you know somebody that maybe that you liked or liked you, and their world like sort of fell apart, or was falling apart, or their life is a mess somehow? It feels like somebody's life is a mess. Okay, and they're hoping for the Nine of Cups. There is like, you feel, to me, it feels like you have a lot to offer somebody, and you might always be maybe getting attracted to other people whose lives are a mess. And and now all of a sudden, like, you kind of feel like the magician here, like, are you supposed to be fixing them, or like, all right? But I want you to start thinking about somebody who's got his life together. Okay, we're getting the Emperor's getting turned over here, sweetheart. So we gotta, I think maybe you have to change, like, when the next time you feel like you're attracted to somebody, give it a second, hon, and see what kind of life, what order their life is in. Do they are all their ducks in a row? Do they got a job? Are they, they're free from any other relationship? Don't have all this drama around it, okay? It feels like there's somebody there coming for you, okay? But it's not going to be until you decide that you're going to change, okay? That you're going to change and make sure that when you decide that you're going to like somebody, it's because they got their crap together, okay? And there's not like chaos or anything in their life. And the Page of Cups, and it seems like to me, why does it feel, I sort of feel like I feel like there is there's an older man. There's an older man either around you or that looks after you. It could be a grandfather. Has a grandfather passed? B? I need to get a little response from you, hon, to know that if I'm picking up on. Okay, so there is somebody, an older man that passed. I feel like he's around you, looking after you, and like he wants you to change something. Like he wants you to change something about how you handle your daily things, or whether it's your work. I feel like you're not doing as well as you should be doing, as well as and he knows that you could be doing. Like there's something that needs to change, either a new way of thinking, or changing a job, or starting school. I don't want to say go back to school and get yourself in a big amount of debt. I mean, maybe learning something new, doing something that you really love that you're doing. Like maybe you're not doing what you love to do right now. I feel like this older person that is around you protects you, and it always seems that you're always missing, how do you say that? Missing the timing. Like, you're never at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's like something bad happens there yesterday and you were there the day before. Like that kind of thing. It's like you're always missing the trouble. But I do see that there is a Page of Clubs in your future, okay? And he comes when something about your life changes, when you start something new. That could be a new job. That could be a new, like, health regimen. It could be a new, something that you learn. If you go back to school, I'm not saying go back to school and get into debt or anything, but, there's a lot of ways to learn something new. And, you could teach yourself pretty much. So I feel like somebody's coming, and we're talking like maybe, let me shuffle the cards for a little bit and try to get a timing for you. I kind of feel like I want to say, B, can you tell me what your sun sign is, hon? When's your birthday? B. I'm going to throw one more card over, but I think I'll be a better. So you're 12-12. So you're a Capricorn, okay? You're 12-12. Hold on. Let me see here for a second, honey. 12, 12. All right, so 12, 12. Your sun is 19 degrees Sag. Okay. You're Sag. You're 12, 11. 12, 11. Okay. So you're 18 or 19 degrees Sagittarius. Okay. You are going to have Jupiter this year is going to be conjuncting your sun. So I would like to say that there's probably going to be plenty of relationships coming your way. But Sagittarians and Capricorn women usually do better as they get older. They don't pick the best people as they're young, because that Sagittarius fire in you likes the guys that are exciting and that, you know, the bad boys. But once you get older, we need you to like somebody who's maybe a little bit more, when we come to the Sagittarius part, like they could either be bad boys, okay, or they could be smart, and they could be professors, and they could be, leaders of something, okay? So I don't know how old you are. I just dropped the card on the floor. And let's see what that card was. And that card was the Three of Cups. So that is a good sign for, I want to say sometime this year, when I just ordered my new ephemeris, so I can tell you. I want to tell you when Jupiter is going to be 19 degrees Sag, and that's when you can expect somebody to come in. But I need you to be careful. I need you to be a little bit more attentive on what you're asking to come in, because you'll get a lot of people will be coming in. So we're in 23, right? All right, so I need Jupiter to be 18 degrees. Okay, so at the end of March, he's going to be exactly starting to trine your sun, okay? So that could be the period when things start looking up, relationships coming in. But I need you to be more careful. Maybe you need to like pick somebody who's might be a little bit older, has things going on for themselves in their life. Okay, no more drama, no more men. That if they got a problem, let them go work out their problem before you get into a relationship with them. Because the best relationships are easy. They come together and they happen and they keep on going. Okay, if you got to be running after somebody, then that's not the guy for you. Okay, so Sagittarius women usually do better when they usually pick better as they get older. So I don't know how old you are, but sometimes women with the Sag, they like men that are outside their ethnic group. Okay, so like if you're a white woman, you might be attracted to black men or Spanish men or European men. They usually like somebody that's different than them. Okay, but I'm thinking with this trine to your sun, there's going to be a lot of them coming in. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. I feel like I don't want you to say that you want to like tie yourself down just yet. Have a little, I feel like so you're born in 2003. So you're 20 years old. You're young. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. When you're probably 27, 28, 29, when Saturn starts kicking in, you're going to want to tie down. Now, that doesn't mean you can't meet somebody now that appeals to you, okay? Because it could be a friendship. Some things are better when they're a slow burn, okay? So Sagittarius gals need to, I don't know what, you're born in 2003. Let's look at your stars real quick. If I'm taking this long with B, it means I'm going to take that long with you. So just be patient and hang around, because I think it's worth it having a peek at your stars. Not too many people get to know what their stars are. So let's see. And I like that Three of Cups. It feels like this person is going to have like a lot of sisters or something. Maybe that's how you'll know them. Hold on. Let's get to 2003. All right. 2003. I'm in my ephemeris right now, hon. I'm not going to run your chart. I'm just going to run through the ephemeris. And you said it was December. Let's see. Yeah, Sag women usually do better when they're older. They pick better. Let's see. All right, so you said the 11th. Oh my God, she is so good. Oh my God. All right, hold on. December 11th. Okay, so we said 18 Sag, right? Okay, so you got Capricorn. You got your Mercury's in Capricorn. Okay, that's a good place for your Mercury to be. Okay, you get smarter as you get older because Capricorn's an older sign. Okay, and and sometimes maybe when you want to learn something, you might have to read it 3 times to learn it. Like, but when you learn it, you learn it. That's your thing. Okay, but and Venus is in Capricorn. So your feelings are in Capricorn too. Okay, so when you love somebody, you love them. Okay, it takes you a long time to get your feelings to say to somebody, oh, I love them. Even though your sun is excited and in the Sag, that Venus, when it comes to love, it takes you a while to get there. And once you get there, it takes you a long time to get out. There's a poem written by Pablo Neruda that says, love is so short, the forgetting so long. Okay, and that's what Venus in Capricorn is. It's because it takes you long to get there that you love somebody. Okay, and I think that this might be right for you, that let it be a slow burn for the person that you go after. Okay, because that Venus, if it doesn't work out, it takes you a long time to get over it. Okay, but your Mars here is in, let's see what this Mars is. Hold on, honey, I'm looking at a book that's really got tiny writing. Okay, and then your Mars is in Pisces. So I get the feeling that this guy, guy that you go out with, Pisces, Mars and Pisces, anybody a good dancer, dancer or musician, something with music? I'm waiting to read your comment in here, B. I'm hearing music. Nobody, no dancer, no music. Okay. That Mars is 27 in your chart, is 27 Pisces. I don't know. I just get a feeling that I don't know. I get this feeling that your moon is in Leo. That sun is squaring Mars in Pisces. I get a feeling that there's like, he's in the band or something. I'm hearing music. Okay. And he might not come until, like I said, till later on in your life, because your Mars is 27 degrees. So he's going to come later, sweetheart. Okay. Jupiter is 17 degrees Virgo. So we got that square. Oh, we got T square going on here. Oh, we got T square. Okay, so we got a moon. We have a sun, Mars, Jupiter, T square. What does that tell me about your man? He's going to be somebody that moves around. I feel like I'm hearing music. Even maybe if he doesn't play the music, there's something about him that music is around, maybe because of his work or something. And like, I don't know, something, I feel like something keeps on moving, like something big and square keeps on moving. So my ex has $5,000 concession his chart. Oh, Jaylee. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the guy who's coming for you, he's moving something. He moves big things. Like, there's big things about him that gets moved around. It's part of his work. Okay, so I that's what I feel like the man in your life is going to be part of. And I feel like he's going to be of size. Okay, like he's going to be like your alpha male. You know what I mean? He's not going to be one of these pansy kind of guys. He's going to be an alpha male. Okay, with that sun, T square to Jupiter to Mars. That's what I'm getting. Okay, like he's going to be tough. Let me say this: he's going to be tough to handle, but I feel like he's going to be worth it for you. Okay, so I feel like that's coming later, 26, 27 years old. So have fun now. You're 20. You're enjoying Jupiter this year is going to be going. Trining your sun is a good time for you to expand, to learn, to be be your queen. You know, get yourself in your position and be a queen. Okay, hon? I think that's all I'm picking up with the cards, okay? So there's this older person that's passed on that's looking for you. I feel like it's a grandpa. I feel like there's something, like there's some kind of cake, or he used to make a cake, or he used to make something round. I feel like he's showing me something that he used to give to you, something round to eat. Maybe he's showing me a plate or a cake or something. But that's it, B. I think you're gonna be fine. Okay. Don't worry about when am I gonna fall in love. Worry about attracting, knowing what the kind of guy is that you want, and then when you see him, then you know it's him. Okay, sweetheart. All right. Who's next? Thanks for stopping in, B. I appreciate it. Okay, who's next here? April, thank you for doing it, because I think, let's see, on my paper, I have, I don't know who's next. Let's see, I'll have to go back. No. Thanks. Hi, Carol. Sophia's next. Oh, there's my cats want to have a fight. Oh, okay. So we did Aileen, we did B. Okay, so Sophia's next. Oh, Sophia. Sophia. I like that name, Sophia. Okay, Sophia. These are the two cards that I read. I read regular playing cards and I read tarot. Okay? Pick what card you want me to read. What deck? Sophia Carol. Hi. What a pretty name. Sophia Carol. Pick what cards. Tell me which one of these you want me to read from. And then you can ask me your question. And when I understand your question, I'll erect a chart for that time. And we'll see what kind of answer we get for you. Okay? So tell me what deck of cards you want. Either the tarot or the plain. And don't mind my hands. They're really bad because I've been doing a lot of dishes and cleaning. So they're kind of on the dry side. I should treat myself to a manicure. Sophia. Okay, Sophia, I'm waiting. Your hands are beautiful. They're working hands. They're Virgo hands. Can I ask about my future this year? I'm so worried about everything lately. My boyfriend, my job. I'm kind of afraid I fail. Sorry for the long message. No, that's a perfect message. Well, okay. What deck of cards do you want me to? What deck of cards do you want me to read from for you here? Let's do the tarot. Okay, I feel like I'm connected with these tonight. Is that okay if we use these cards? Thanks. The orange cards, please. The orange cards. These cards. The orange. Those. Okay. The blue. This is blue. That's black. Yeah, let's do these. Let's do. We'll do these cards, okay? The blue. Yeah, I'm connecting better. For some reason, I just seem to be connecting better with these tonight, okay? All right. So, all right. So I'm going to erect a chart for January 25th at 11:05:36, which is the time right now. And I'm going to erect that chart. And it'll appear here in this window in a second. And that's the chart we're going to read. Now, you got a lot of things that you said. Your boyfriend, your job, you're afraid, you failed. Sorry for the long message. We don't need to worry about the long message. Okay. All right. I'm going to shuffle these cards for you, honey, while I'm looking at this chart, okay? Sophia, honey, can you please tell me what your date of birth is? It'll help me to see it'll help me. Libra's rising tonight here at 12 for your question, and that's typically about love. January 4th. Oh, so you just had a birthday. Happy birthday, love. Just had a birthday. Okay, so 1497. You can delete that. I just wrote it down. Delete it. Can I delete it? This way we don't want people, we don't need people to know your birthday. Remove. If I hit this remove, will I suddenly, can you delete her? Good. That's what I wanted you to do. Perfect. You did it. Okay. Okay. So January 4th, right? Okay. So I'm going to think about your question. All right. So everybody's been bothered with love a lot for this past month because of this Venus and Saturn right here. Okay. Let me get my spotlight right here. This Venus Saturn's been conjunct in Aquarius. Okay. And Aquarius usually means like attachment. Like sometimes, like I know even myself, there's sometimes I'm up my husband's butt, like we're, comfy and cozy on the couch. And then there's other times it's like, leave me alone. Okay. This past month has been leave me alone. And that's because this Venus and this Saturn are in this Aquarius. It's detachment. Okay, so if you feel like your boyfriend hasn't been, you and your boyfriend haven't been on the up and up, wait till Venus in here in a couple days, 2 days, she's going to move into Pisces. Okay, so that could change. But for the last month, Venus moving over Saturn, it's not good for love. We get it. It's disappointing. It's delaying. It's sometimes the relationships, they feel like they're restrictive. Okay, so give the love with your boyfriend a little bit of time. Let this go into Pisces when Venus is exalted in Pisces, best place for her to be. So you might feel a little bit different about. I would never make any kind of drastic change in a relationship when Venus is in Aquarius. Okay, because they usually desire change and will be bored with the like what the great looking at the grass is greener kind of thing. Okay, so just wait until she gets out of that, because I think everybody's feeling that. I know my husband and I are feeling it too. So I'm gonna also look at your Venus I'm gonna look at your Venus and your Mars and your Sun when I look at your stars in a minute. But I'm gonna throw these cards over. Okay. So let's not worry about that. Now for job. All right. Actually, do you want freedom from your job right now? Do you want to change jobs? Because this moon and Jupiter right here is in the 6th house, and it is ruling the 10th house of your career. It's down here in the 6th. That's telling me that you could be like maybe working in a medical field. You could be working in a restaurant. You could be in some kind of service industry. You want to change jobs, residence. I want to change job residence. I don't understand that. You want to change the job residence. You want to change locations, meaning I'm working at an art industry. Oh, really? Okay. Really? Okay. Art industry. So, yes. Oh, yes. Location in my work. Sorry. Okay, you want to stay in the art industry, but you just want to change the job location. You don't want to be at that place anymore. You want to go somewhere else. Is that right? All right, I'm going to throw these cards over. I'm kind of feeling like, yes, exactly. Okay, so okay. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at your stars. I'm going to throw these cards over for you, okay? January 4th, what did you say? 97. 97? I gotta get the other book. Hold on, love. Oh. I had to get my other ephemera, sweetheart. Hold on. Okay. I try to do in-depth readings, not real quick, because a lot of people never had their stars done before, and I want them to see how wonderful their stars can be. Okay? So we'll take our time, and I'm not in any rush. Okay. All right, let's see. January 4th. 14 degrees Capricorn, Sun, 8 degrees. Oh, you got your Mercury retrograde. We just got out of a retrograde motion here with retrogrades, okay? Do you find yourself changing your mind a lot, Sophia? I'm wondering how that Mercury retrograde in your birth chart is working for you. I love Mercury retrogrades. I'm a Virgo. That's my ruler. I usually go back and make things better. So Mercury retrogrades aren't bad, okay? I've been hitting a lot. I've been hitting. I like numbers, and I do the lottery number picks, and I hit 4 times since the middle of November until now. And Mercury's been retrograde. But I did the numbers. What numbers usually come out when Mercury's retrograde in Ohio? And I was playing those numbers. So anyway, I love to gamble too. So, all right. And your Venus is 24 degrees Aries. Why can't you work for yourself, Sophia? Your Venus is 24 degrees Sag. She doesn't want a boss. She wants to freelance. She wants to go and she wants to do things on her own. I think that you want freedom. Is there any way that you can look for your job where you have more freedom? It feels to me like you're not crazy about working in a place like the ceilings need to be high. You need to feel unconstrained. That's what I feel like. You'll feel more comfortable in your job if you had more space. I can't put you in a small room and expect you to thrive. And I feel like with this moon Jupiter that you're asking, it's like you want freedom from these people that you're working with, because Jupiter's freedom and the moon is Jupiter's the freedom and the moon is the people, the common people at this workplace. Okay. So there's also Neptune in here. So it's kind of make me feeling like, there's somebody there, or there's a couple people there that you don't feel like you can trust. And anyway, yes, I do feel like this year you need to start looking though. I work as a freelance and I love it, but where I am, I feel so wrong, and I'm just waiting a really big opportunity to move. That's the freedom I'm looking for. Okay. Well, you know what? Here, hold on. I have to hold a thing over your stars in here. January 4th. Where are we here? Okay. So Jupiter, your Venus is 22 I want you to write this down, Sophia. Get a piece of paper and a pen and write this down. Venus, 22 degrees Sag. I'm going to tell you when Jupiter is going to be 22 degrees Aries. He's coming. Okay? So I need you to know that when that Jupiter is going to be 22, he's trying your Venus, okay? That's beneficial to you to get whatever the hell you want, okay? And I'm going to tell you when that's going to happen. Jupiter is going to be, hold on. What year is it now? It's 2023, right? I'm still waiting for my my small little booklet ephemeris to come, so I don't have to use the big books. But let me get to 2023, because I had to go look at the B stars here. All right, let's go. We want 22 degrees Aries. Okay, then we got a beautiful trine for you, and that's when it's all gonna start rocking. Okay, here we go. Okay, so 22. Your April 2023, Jupiter's gonna hit 22 degrees on the 13th, April 13th, write that down. She's going to hit exactly the 22 degrees. But Jupiter has a very, very wide orbit, okay? Like he's wide, he's big, and he's really gassy, okay? So you start feeling him a month before he becomes exact, okay? So even a month earlier. So what you need to do is you need to do your work. You need to do the due diligence, sweetheart, and you got to start looking at where do you want to go, okay? And then go shoot for it, and you'll get it. It's yours. It's already waiting for you, because this right here, that Jupiter coming to hit that Venus is it's loosening you up. You're ready to go. So now all you have to do is find the spot where you want to go, and think about it. Like so when you said you work as freelance and you love it, but you want to, so are you trying to change your location where you work, which means you have to move too? Explain that a little bit better so I understand that. So when you say you're freelance, you're not working for yourself. You're working for a company, but through that company, you're freelance and working with their clients. Explain it to me just a little bit more. That's beautiful, and I really have a beautiful place that's very far away. Oh. So you would have to move. This is a time to move. Jupiter's about expansion. Listen, Sophia, you might want to find out what time you were born and come in for the next time I'm on, hit the subscribe button, okay? And hit the bell for when I come on again. And let's look at your chart, and we'll look and see. I'll give you directions where you should, the directions. See if it's going to that beautiful place. You work with clients. So these are your clients that you have to run after and keep happy, or they're your clients because they're part of the organization you work for. Can you get transferred? Can you put in for transfers? I feel like you should move. Okay, but let's throw over these stars. I'm gonna throw over the cards too right now that I shuffled for you. Okay, I share. I'm thinking, but I will move. What will happen to my book? Oh well. Sure. Well, what? Okay, what's gonna happen to your boyfriend? Well, how far is it that you're going to move? What does he do? Is he leaving a job he loves, or has he got a regular job where he can find another job where you're going? Is this job, are you moving and doing better? If this is an opportunity, let's put it this way. I can do what I do anywhere. I followed my husband. My husband was the one with that made the main bulk of our money. Okay, so I followed him. Do you want to marry this guy? I mean, why don't you worry about that afterwards? Like, get his feelings, test him out. Feel like what he thinks about you going somewhere else. But don't stop going, because don't miss the opportunity for this Jupiter when he hits your Venus. Okay, it's a blessing. And you guess what? You won't have it again until you won't have him trining. You won't have him trining your Venus. He's going to go to Gemini. He's going to oppose her. It'll be years before you have a nice aspect to that Venus again. So don't let anything ruin it. Be the Empress. Look at this. This is you right here taking control of your life, sweetheart. I'm not going to say leave your boyfriend, but talk to him about it. Is it worth, does he love his job? Can he do what he's doing? Can he be a mechanic somewhere else? What's he doing? Let's see what he's doing. All right, this is the Hangman. It's like you're being caught up worrying about somebody else. You'll be the best you can be if you go after your desires and what you want. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you want somebody to love you, be worth giving somebody to love. Okay, be who you are meant to be. Don't stop. Look, you got lovers here, so don't worry. I mean, maybe he will come with you. Okay, that you got the lovers here. Maybe when this thing blows in for you, okay, that he don't like his job anymore. So, you never know how things are going to fall. Okay, the universe conspires to bring you what you desire. Okay, as long as you keep that mental image in your mind that you are going to do, okay, that you're going to do what you want to do and go after, the universe will conspire to bring it all to you. Okay, has to be. Okay, that's the way the universe works. So you're going to get what you want, and don't pass up this Jupiter-Venus opportunity. Okay, because it's also going to be hitting your sun. Right? Because you're 1/4. Hold on. I got to go back to this book. I got too many books. Sun, Capricorn. Where's that Saturn? Okay, that Saturn's going to be going into Pisces, and you're going to have a sextile from Saturn to your Sun, which is another thing. That sextile of Saturn for your Sun will root you somewhere too. Okay? Okay, so I wouldn't worry about love. Look, this is you in control of your life, unsure, okay, and then worried about love, right? Knight of Cups. There's somebody going to be there for you. Knight of Cups, King of Cups. What's your problem? You have no problem. 7 of Cups, everything that you want is waiting there for you. Everything that you want. There's no reason for you to be here asking me, Sophia. It's all coming. It's a beautiful aspect to have Jupiter aspecting he is going to be squaring your sun. So there are some people you're going to have to say goodbye to, but that's okay. Okay, because you're not a tree, you're not stuck anywhere. You can go where you want. But I would really take the opportunity that this Jupiter is going to do to your Venus this year, really. Okay? Well, if it's not the job of his dreams, maybe when he comes, okay? When this opportunity comes for you, maybe he'll decide then. But go after what you want, okay? You're not a tree. You're not stuck anywhere. And I followed my husband around. Yeah, feel safe. It's all coming for you. Don't go after what you want, okay? If you're not happy, all you have to do is put the image out there to the universe, what it is you want. Make sure you have it in your head and you put it out there and you let go and you let God, okay? And I think you're going to have a great year ahead with Jupiter trining your Venus, sweetheart. I really do. It's going to be a great year. Okay, come back again, and we can actually look. I'll do a vector to where you want to go, and we'll see what's happening there. We can take a look at your guy. Let's see what's happening with him. If you really love him, he's going to come with you. Okay, and if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, and there's going to be somebody else out there waiting for you. That's the way the universe works. Okay? Thank you, Sophia. Come back again and get that time of your birth too, okay? And we'll and we can look a little bit more at some timing when I know where all your stars are. Okay. Thank you. And betthestars.com is my website. You can always get me there too, okay? I do betting on the Super Bowl. If anybody cares, you might want to go look at betthestars.com. I got my picks for the Super Bowl. Okay, April is taking care of my list, and Katie, she donated and she wants to ask a question. You donated on PayPal. Wow. Let's see. Thank you, hon. All right. Okay. Okay, Katie. Then you're skipping the line because you donated, sweetheart. Which I'm really doing good with these cards tonight. These are my tarot cards. Okay, and I read the playing cards too. I'm going to read these cards for you. Okay, and then I want you to wait before you ask me your question. I'm going to shuffle these cards. And then I'm going to erect a chart, a horary chart based on the time that I understand your question, and I'll pull your answer from there in the card, sweetheart. Okay, Katie? Katie P. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to shuffle these cards for Katie, and I'll read your question, and we'll get our chart up there. Okay, I'm ready for you to post, sweetheart. Who's playing? Jordan and I are on the pause. Oh, you're on a pause. I like that. Can you please see what will happen to us after? What will he decide in regards to the kids? Oh, really? Okay. All right. You're on a pause. So you have kids with Jordan. Okay, I understand your question right now. So we're going to erect a chart for January 25th, 2023 at 11:26 and 07 minutes, okay? All right. Okay. All right. I think everybody's a little quinky when it comes to love because of this Venus Saturn that's been happening all month, okay? she's passed him 3 degrees, but she's been here climbing over him in Aquarius. People feel detached when Venus is in Aquarius. Okay, I'm married to my husband for 20 years. We both love each other. We fight like cats and dogs. Sometimes we're up each other's butt. Then there's the other time where it's like, get out of my face. Okay, that's where we've been this past month, and that's because of this Venus. It just likes a little bit more detachment. So I don't know when you and Jordan went on the pause. Can you tell me when you went on the pause? I'll get a better idea. Katie, tell me when Jordan's birthday is, too. Give me his birthday. I think Sunlit is in there, Manna. Okay, she'll tell you. Yes, you can donate, and you can, and you'll be next after Katie. Donations go step up in the line. Okay, so Jordan, he's 826. I'm gonna look at his stars, hon. Okay, I'm gonna look at his stars, and you're 1119. Okay, all right. I got both of them written down. Go and Katie, delete them. Okay? Delete those 2 dates so nobody takes anybody's birthday. Okay, maybe Sunlit can do that for us. Okay? All right. All right, I'm going to shuffle these cards, but while I'm shuffling these cards, because I want to see if anybody comes through for me, maybe somebody with you, who's with you from on the other side might come through, Katie, okay? For some reason, I smelt a perfume or something just a little while ago. Hold on. I'm gonna do your stars and I'm gonna do Jordan's stars, and I'm gonna put them on top of one another. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the cards here and I'm gonna shuffle them a little bit too while I'm looking at your stars. Okay, just give me a minute. And thank you for your donation, Katie. I really appreciate that. That's sweet. All right, so let's go here. Clear the data. I'm going to put you in first. Katie P. Katie, you're born in the States, sweetheart? Where in the States are you born, hon? Colorado. I used to live in Canyon City. What part of Colorado were you born? Springs? Colorado. Denver? Where you at, hon? Colorado Springs. I lived in Canyon City for 10 years. I met my husband there. I had to go all the way to Colorado to meet my husband. So sometimes we gotta leave where we're sprouted, you know? I'm gonna put Denver in here just to get the ball going. I was born in Colorado, but lived in Denver. I wasn't born, but I live in Denver. Oh, where were you born? What city and state were you born in, hon? Katie. Utah. That's Jaylee. She's in Utah. Okay. Oh, you were born in the Ukraine? Oh my. You know what? I'm gonna leave Denver in here because you already moved there. So let's see how your stars are operating in Denver. Okay. All right. Hold on. So you don't know what time you were born, do you, Katie? Also run a sunrise chart. 8 a.m. Okay, good girl. 8 a.m. Okay, got your chart done. Okay. You're November 19th, 1991. Wow, that's a lot of nines and ones, huh? I like the 19. Isn't that the Prince of Heaven, isn't it? Oh. Okay, let's go here. Chart reading. Okay, this is your chart right here, sweetheart Katie, okay? I'm going to put him in here. I'm going to put Jordan in here, okay? But I just want to look at your stuff right now for you, okay? And see what we have happening right now. One, two. Two children do you have? You have two children, Katie? I feel like two boys or a boy and a girl. Two boys, one girl. Okay. All right. I felt two boys. Okay. So here's your boys right here. Here's your girl. So we're looking to get into a blended family. So we need 26. Let's see here. Gemini. Mercury here. Oh, right here. Right here. You're in Denver, Colorado. Your chart's reading to me that you have Sag rising with Gemini being your partner over here, and Mercury's down here. Okay, so Mercury, the ruler of your seventh house, your partner, just had the Mercury going retrograde. He went retrograde on December 12th. Did these problems with Jordan start, his stepping back a little bit, but I don't know if I want to be a blended family, start happening around the 12th of December before Christmas? Because that would tell me, that would be him operating on this Mercury retrograde that's ruling your seventh house. But it's here. So I'm kind of feeling that this coming back to you, like, was he the one? I think I have one more who donated. Katie. After Katie, we have Mana, and I think I'm going to be done because I'm getting a little tired. So Mana's going to be next, and then we'll just have to wait until next time for somebody else. Okay? I know you guys want to donate and get readings, but after a while, I could hear it in my voice. But I'll be on again, and you can come on in. I do take a long time with everybody because, the reading's not over till the reading's over. That's how I feel about it. Okay, that's when we broke up, then got back together. Yeah, see, because that freaking Mercury's ruling him over here in your chart. But it's right back over here, so he's driving you crazy. He's upside down. He doesn't know what he wants to do. But you know what bothers me? I don't like the fact that you said he doesn't know if he wants to take on any more the responsibility of any more children. So which means to me that he has his own children. So let me ask you this. If he stays with you, then he has your children 24/7, and his children, maybe he only gets on the weekends because their mother has them. Is that it? Is he trying to I'm going to throw these cards over, but I want you to see them. Yes, he does. His kids. Okay. So he'll have your kids full time and his kids 50-50. So what? Oh, I'll tell you. I don't know. You know what, sweetheart? I would say I would let him listen. He's the lucky one, right? He's going to be with you, and then when his kids come, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're doing all the stuff. Are all the kids your kids and his kids? Are you all around the same ages? Because something don't feel right about this one. I'm going to look at his chart for a minute. I'm going to look at his chart for a minute, but I'm just looking at your stuff right here, and I want to see. I'm going to compare your chart right now. I saved it, right? I'm going to compare it to what's going on right now. Hold on, honey. Let's see. All right. This part of you right here in your chart, I feel this, okay? I feel this. This is intense. Okay, when you like somebody, your sun and your Mars, the two planets that rule men for a woman, are in the same side as Scorpio, conjunct Pluto. Okay, so you already have children with another man that's not in your picture. Okay, he was a snake. He was no good. Did he? Maybe not no good. He either passed or you've had absolutely nothing to do with this man that's the father of your children. Which is it? The father of your children, Katie. Is he passed? Did he pass away, or is he somebody that he abandoned you, okay, that you don't even see anymore? Okay. So it's almost like a death. That's this right here. Okay? But now we have to be careful with any guy that comes in, because this is what we got. And that the guy that he's an abuser, okay. That's just Pluto, control freak, okay? They want to control everything, and they can be very abusive. And here's what I don't like. I don't like the fact that you're sitting here worrying about whether or not that guy wants to be in a blended family when you'll have to take care of his children too when he gets them, right? So I don't know. I'm going to look at his stars, but I'm worrying about here. I'm wondering if we can't get past this, okay? You can only give him so much time for him not to know what he wants to do, Katie, okay? And you're going to have to be ready for the answer that he gives you. If he says no, that he doesn't want this, then you know what? It's a blessing in disguise, sweetheart. Okay? Because he has to see that, well, gee, if I go and we do this together, then when I have my children, I have help. Right? Okay? And so I don't like that part, that what you're telling me. Okay? And this worries me over here. Okay? This worries me. I want you to be very careful, for the men that come into your life, because here's what happens. This Mercury over here is ruling them, so they come right back to you. It's like, was he the one who started this relationship with you, Katie? This man that we're worried about now, Jordan, did he start the relationship? It was all his idea. I want to throw these cards over, but I don't want to throw them over until I move this, kind of. Okay. All right. So I would get an answer out of him. Mercury is going to be out of post shadow on the February 8th. Write that down. February 8th. Don't even get an answer from him until after February 8th. Okay? Don't ask him again. Don't bother calling him. Let him reach out to you, and don't even bother asking him for an answer until after February 8th. And I mean this because it was Mercury right here going retrograde during this time that was screwing him all up mentally. Okay? So I don't even know if he's going to give you the right answer if he gives you an answer before February 8th. Okay? I want you to wait until then, because he might. I don't like this Mercury is coming right back to you, and it's in a changeful sign of Sagittarius. Okay, hon? So just wait. Okay. Just wait. Now let me just do his chart real quick. Okay, because everybody's human. We change our minds. Okay, and we have to allow people to be human. We have to allow people to make mistakes. We have to allow people who, if you're asking him to love you, what value are you going to give to love him? You got to love him with all his goods and his bads, just like he has to love you with all the goods and the bads. Okay? So I'm going to put him in here too. Next, hold on. And his name is Jordan. So I'm going to put him, what did I do? I did Sophia. How did I save your chart, honey? Let me see what I do. Oh. I didn't save it. That's not right. Okay, Jordan. Let's see. All right, that's Jordan birth chart. Hold on. It takes time to do these charts. So, and he's 826. So he's a Leo. And Leos could be big babies. But actually, my husband's a Leo, and he's the best man I've known. So he could be a good guy, right? He was born in Oklahoma. Okay, I'll do Oklahoma. Oklahoma. What's Omaha? No, that's Nebraska. What's the city in Oklahoma City? We'll do Oklahoma City. It'll be okay. It'd be nice if I could spell. Okay, I'm going to do him for sunrise, okay? All right, so this is Jordan's chart. Let's see I want to look at his moon, and I want to look at his Venus. Okay. No, he's probably a good guy, Katie. I mean, he probably has his problems. His moon is in 23 degrees Taurus, so he likes the whole package. He's not a guy who likes just the hair or the hands or the butt or the legs. He's an all package guy. He likes everything. It all has to be, the package has to come together. And it's all got to be good. Okay, that's what he likes when it comes to women. His Venus in here is in Libra, 19 degrees Libra, and he has a so he's romantic. He's, you know, he's got a sextile here to Uranus, okay? So that means he changes his mind about women, okay? But once he makes it up, he could be loyal, okay? But he will be changeful. So like I said, wait until after February 8th, okay? He was born in Oklahoma, but he lives in Virgo. Yeah, his sun is in Virgo, but I want to know about women for him. I want to know about you. I want here and I want here. I want Venus and I want the moon. His Virgo is his dynamic. That's his self-expression. He's a Virgo. He might be a neat freak. He does have a trine here to Neptune. So does he play music? Does he play an instrument, Jordan? No, he seems like he's a good guy, but he's changing his mind, okay? He's changing his mind. We need to wait. Don't ask him. Tell him you don't want an answer from him until after February 8th, okay? He plays and writes songs. Okay, yeah, beautiful. Okay, yeah, no, I get a good feeling from him. I do. I get a good feeling from him. But I don't want you to pressure him into an answer now because I don't think he knows the answer right now. He's not going to know it until Mercury gets out of the post-shadow. Okay, so I'm going to throw over the cards right now. Let's see what we get with those cards, okay? Let's see what we get with these cards. I've been shuffling them and holding them in my hands, and I'm going to see. I'm just going to do 3 cards over, okay? The Emperor. You know what, sweetheart? There might be some. Look at this. Got the 4 of clubs in here. The whole family's together right here, okay? This is him, the Empress. The Emperor feels like to me like, yes, that this is going to go. This is going to go the way you want it to go, okay? Just don't pressure him. Don't pressure him. Wait until after February 8th. Tell him you don't even want an answer until after until after that time. And if he asks you why, just say, just because I feel like that's going to be the right time. But yes, I think he's going to want to, have the family come together. He's probably, here's the problem right now, okay? I like his chart. He doesn't have a bad chart. He's got a nice chart. Okay, I want to show you something that's happening right now that that's screwing with people, okay? Right now we have Jupiter had just came in here, got into Aries, okay? So he has that Libra connotation. So, you know, he might be like feeling like a guy wants to have freedom or something to do what he wants to do, okay? And that's just what he's like feeling. So give him rope, okay? Tell him that you don't want that answer from him until after February 8th. And I think you'll like the answer that you get when it's over. Okay, I think it's going to work. By the way these cards are standing, he's in his spot, you're in your spot, and you're going to come together. So this is a beautiful end to this read, Katie. Okay, yes, I think it's going to work out. But you know, you got to cut everybody a break. Everybody's human. We make mistakes. We get in those moods where we don't know. You know, we become unsure. I don't know. Okay. All right, so it looks like it's all going to come together, but wait for the answer and don't pressure them. Okay, Virgo men are very hard to tie down. I knew I was crazy about 3 of them. 3 guys that I was crazy about were Virgos. They were all hard to tie down, but they're worth it. Okay, so, you know, just don't put any pressure on. Okay. All right, Mana, you're up. Let me take these cards off. Thank you so much, Katie, for donating. I appreciate that. These are the cards that I'm reading tonight, Mana, okay? I was going to let people choose, but it seems like these cards are connecting with me tonight, so we're going to use those. Okay. I'm just going to put those over there. And, Mana, why don't you, Virgos are very difficult. Oh, yes, and men. And the women. Okay, Mana, let's go and give me, sweetheart, give me your birthday. Real quick, and then you could delete it. As soon as I write it down, I have it written down, I'll tell you to delete it, okay? And don't ask me your question yet. Just give me your birth stuff. Okay, 8/22/92. Okay. Oh, thank you, Katie. I'm glad you enjoyed it, hon. The stars are wonderful. All the answers are in there. They're all there, and some of them, everything. Sometimes we get contradictions and stuff. You hang in there. Let me know. I want you to come back in and tell me what happened, okay? And if I'm wrong, I want to know I was wrong, because then I'll look and see why I was wrong in the stars, and then I learn too. Okay, Manna. All right. I'm sorry, sweetheart. No, Manna, you don't happen to know what time you're born, do you? Well, I'm gonna look deep. Since you donated, I'm gonna do I'm gonna look at your chart. Okay, that's why. And then you could do. And then where were you born, hon? What city and state? Are you here in the States, or are you somewhere around the world somewhere? 7:20 a.m. Oh, I love when somebody knows what time they're born. I love that. Where, Manna? Manna, where were you born, sweetheart? I love this. I've never had this experience in Memphis, Tennessee. Oh my God, Memphis. I like that song. How's that song go? Oh, that song? I'll think of it. I'll sing it to you in a minute. Tennessee, Tennessee, right? Memphis. If you love somebody enough. Wait, how's that song go? That's how I got to Memphis. When you love somebody enough, you follow wherever they go. That's how I got to Memphis. I love that song. That's how I got to Memphis. Okay, so hold on now. So we got that. All right. All right, so here's her chart. I'm going to save it right now so I don't screw up. So easy to screw up. Okay, so here is this is your chart, hon. Okay? Manna, this is you. 8 degrees. Uh-oh, you got 8 degrees Aquarius rising. The sun's there. I kind of got the feeling like you're a power person. Like when you walk into the room, you're wondering why they're not rolling out the red carpet, right? That's how I get. I got my son in a powerful position to my ascendant there. Laugh out loud. No, this is power right here. When you walk into a room or go anywhere, you got your Saturn, your Venus is conjunct right in here. Okay, your Sun and your Pluto are in here. When you walk in, you are like they should be right. Like you brought when you came into this world. You came into this world with a talent. I don't know what that talent is just yet. It might jump out at me in a little bit, but I feel like there's a power person here. So, but just because we're power people doesn't mean we don't have our questions that we want to have answered, right? So why don't you go ahead and ask me your question? I'm going to shuffle these cards. I do have you sing. Oh, did you hear my voice? When you love somebody enough, follow wherever they go. Okay, so you're talented. All right, I knew you had something on. All right, so ask me your question, sweetie. Aren't the stars are wonderful? And you probably have an excellent, unique. Do you have a low, like a low voice, like bluesy sing? What do you sing on? You got that Saturn on that throat, so that looks like that could be deep vocals. Like I don't know, maybe I haven't looked at the charts of opera singers, but I'm wondering they would have to have a strong throat. Tell me what kind of voice you have. What are you singing? Like, what's your genre? How does Michael feel about our break? I like him a lot, but I had to, and I do have a low voice. Okay, good. Oh, so you broke up with Michael? Oh, boy. Micah. All right, you broke up with Mika. You had to. You liked him a lot, but you had to. All right, let's see. She had to break up with him. Why did you have to break up with him? Don't tell me. I'm shuffling the cards and I'm thinking about you and I'm looking at your stars getting connected. Mika. Okay, so, all right. You have Leo over here, okay? This is you. This is your mate. This is your romances, but this is somebody you're going to tie yourself down with, okay? This is somebody you're going to marry. These are the guys, the boy toys and love affairs and those kind of things. This is who you want to partner with, okay? So the sun is ruling this here. It's going right back to you. Why did you break up with him? I don't know. I kind of get the feeling that Leos are controlling, first of all. Was he too controlling for you, hon? Mana, you're the female, right? Hon, you're a female, Mana? Or you're male? And Mika's a girl. Tell me who's who. I need to know my sexes here. And it's okay if you're one thing, but identify as something else. Just tell me what you identify as. I haven't met a Leo, and I'm female. He's male. Okay, no, you have Leo ruling your 7th house. Leo is here, okay? So the men in your life goes right back here. Is right on your ascendant. Was he controlling this, Mika? Was he too controlling? Is that why you had to break off with him? Like, you just kind of, did you feel like you were... Or was he, I don't know, when this goes right back to you, right here, I feel claustrophobic almost. And a Leo might be better for you. Yes, he was too controlling. He wanted it his way. Yeah, I feel smothered. Okay, all right. So let's see what we need. Okay, so let's see what the Mana needs. This sun, your sun... All right, so if your Mana's born in 1992, that means she's 2002, she's 10, 2022, she's 20. So you're 21. You just turned 21, right? Or you're 21. You're young. All right, let's see here. All right, so your first aspect, we're going to talk about the men in your life since you had to let him go, okay? Why do you want to know how does he feel about our break? Oh, don't worry about, if you broke up with him, don't worry about how he's feeling. He'll get over it. He's good. Okay, you're 30. Okay, 21 at heart. Yes, he was too, okay, so you're 30. Okay, all right. If I want to know about all the men in your life, I look at your sun, and I look at all the aspects your sun makes. Okay, so the first aspect your sun makes is at 5 degrees, it trines Mars. So you had a high school babe. Was he a Gemini? Your first boyfriend in high school? Oh, that's a good point. She just got done with her Saturn return, right? Because I wonder if he was going to come back. Why do you want him to come back if you broke up with him? No, let's move on. Let's see if you want him to come back. I'm gonna do all the aspects to your sun right now. You tell me if it's one of these is him yet, okay? The first aspect your sun makes is a trine to Mars. You can't remember your boyfriend's first sign? Okay. Did your boyfriend have a lot of brothers, a family, big family? First boyfriend? Tall, thin. Okay, all right. I know. In high school, right? Yes, he did. He had a big family. Okay, good. That's him. This is your sun to Mars. That's your first guy. Okay. Why do I want to? For some reason, I heard the name Ricky. Does the name Ricky mean anything to you? Even if it doesn't have anything to do with a boyfriend, it could be somebody somebody just whispered the word Ricky to me. Okay, so that was him, the first boyfriend. Okay, now I want to see I want to know the second aspect your sun makes after you were born. Okay, so that was to Mars. What's Uranus? Let's see. I got to do. See, it's very late, and I got to do math. All right, so then it went to Uranus, and then sextile Jupiter. Oh. Yeah, oh, in high school, okay. Yes, I do know someone Ricky. Well, I call her Ricky. Oh, okay, okay. Somebody whispered in my ear, Ricky. Is Ricky somebody that you would, is Ricky somebody that knows, why would somebody tell me Ricky? Let's see. I think maybe, okay. All right, so let's do this. The sun here, hold on to that, Ricky. Is Ricky somebody that you know now? Would you meet a man through her? Her brother, maybe somebody, did somebody just pass around her? Did somebody that she knows just pass on to the other side? They died? That could be why I'm hearing Ricky. You could be here for Ricky and not even to get your own stars read. Sometimes that's the way the spirits on the other side work. And sometimes they come and get me. No, I have a child. Laugh out loud. No, I have a child by her brother. Oh my God. Really? Isn't that something? Okay, but hold on. But somebody gave me the name Ricky. So somebody's on the other side that fed me that. I don't know who that is. Okay? But the second aspect, your sun is always going to be is separating from Jupiter over here. So you like guys that are active, physical, like you like the physical guy type? Is that your type that you like, that you like when you look for a man, like you like the physical? I can't believe you have a child by your brother, Ricky. Oh my God. Somebody's giving me the information. Maybe they'll tell me something else in a little bit, but let's just keep on rolling. I do not like, but I do not get. I do like, but I do not. Oh, you like it, but you don't get it. Oh, why don't you? Okay, so you like them that way, but you don't get them. Okay. All right. Okay, so you always have this. So this is something that's part of you all the time. Okay. Now the other one is a square. Is a square to Uranus. Okay. So I feel like. Then you have the conjunction to Pluto. It passed. So that's this guy, that controlling one right now, okay? That's the controlling one. But I think we need to wait for this guy, when the sun, the last one, to this Uranus. He's going to be the right one for you because there's going to be something exciting about him, something restless about him. Brown hair, brown eyes. I know for some reason, I don't know why, but I'm feeling like he's got an antique car. Anybody with an antique car, old cars, maybe he fixes them, restores them, likes to show them. He likes to show them. He likes to ride around in an old car. That's what I get. We gotta wait for that. We gotta wait for this guy right in here. Do you know anybody like that yet? And if you don't, he's coming. He's coming here. Oh, you just donated for a reading, Mountain Girl? Okay, then you'll be my last one. No more. Who's monitoring the inside of here? No more readings are done, okay? I'll do one more. No, I do not. Okay, so then he's coming. This is the one that's coming. So just in case, Mika, you broke off with him. You broke off with him for good reason. Don't think that you're going to change him by breaking off with him. That's not going to happen. If you don't need anybody, if you're a singer, that means you're going and you're singing. Do you sing professionally, Manna? Oh, I'll read for her, the Mountain Girl. I don't want her to, I'll do it, honey. You sing professionally okay, so you don't need anybody controlling what you do, and will you marry this guy? And all he says is, no, I don't want you to go singing over there with those people. No, you don't need that. Don't, because this sun and this Pluto over here, you could very easily, okay, I'll say this, you would let the right guy control you. Okay, you would let the right guy control you, but let it be the right guy. Let it be the guy that loves you because you sing, and not stop you from singing. Okay, so maybe not worry so much about Micah and what he's feeling. Like, men need to know that, men need to hold you in the guy for you, since you're a singer, okay, and you have this talent. The man for you needs to hold you in his hand like a butterfly, okay, and not take any of the powder off your wings, okay? None of that controlling stuff. But, you will let you will conform to a guy that's controlling, but he can't not let you do what you do. Cannot let, and eventually that's what they do. They take it out. But you know what? We got to throw some cards over for you, man. Let's throw some cards over, because I feel like they were telling me, Ricky, I feel like there's a message on the other side for you, sweetheart, okay? So let's go here. I got to go to the webcam. And let's throw these cards over and see what happens, okay? All right, and then the last reading is going to be Mountain Girl, all right? Mountain Girl. And then that's it, because I'm losing my voice. All right, let's see. What do we got here? The Fool. Well, he was a fool, right? Do you feel like you're being a fool for breaking up with him because he cared for you and now you're afraid no one else is going to come in? He told me I don't let him get the door for me when we go out, or I don't let him talk for us. He told me I don't let him. Oh. Well, let him get the door for you. I make my husband get the door for me. Let men be men. Don't be that so liberal, like, women's. Let men, believe me, they know what to do. And men want a little part of you could be vulnerable. Or go out, or I don't let him talk for us. Yes, I do. Okay, so I don't want you to feel that way, because there was something about him that you felt that wasn't right for you, and you broke it off. I don't think you were being a fool. I think you were paying attention to your instinct. I don't see anything in your chart. Okay, your chart with that Aquarius stuff, that tells me a man later in life for you. Like, now that you're getting 30, I want to say like 33, 34, 35. Okay, that's when I feel like something's going to come in. Well, I let him, but sometimes I forget and walk out. Yeah, that's controlling. That's a little like, childish to get mad over that, though. You know what I mean? See, that would worry me. He shouldn't get mad at something so little. You know what I'm saying? Usually men rush to go and get that door for you. You know how many men will rush and go get that door for you. Okay, so like if he didn't do that, it might be a little bit too picky. Trust your instincts, man, that something didn't feel right, that you broke off with him, okay? And now you're feeling foolish because he cared about you, and maybe you're being a jerk. Page of Swords is here. This is telling me this is not a king, okay? He's not a king. He's not in his spot. He's not strong enough. He's not, we need an alpha male, okay? And the alpha male's coming, because you're going to have this sun to this Uranus here, okay? And I just feel like this person's going to have something with classic cars, or something to do with old cars, or something like that. This 5 of coins is here. Now look at this card. This card is one is counting the coins, the other's turned away. Okay, so you got stuff. You got a talent. You're doing it. That's what this is telling me here. Okay? I don't want you to feel foolish, and I want you to, right here, this is a 6 of Swords, okay? This is you sitting in the boat, and the swords are there, and he's looking at you wondering, okay? This is over the Fool. Don't worry about it, okay? It's always nice to be careful with everyone's heart, okay? But when you feel that something is not right for you, it's your instinct. What are you going to go with this guy because you're going to feel sorry for him because his feelings are hurt? No, I don't think so. That's not how it works, okay? Don't worry about it. All right. Too many swords are coming up here. You're too twisted about this. And this is right here. You have a Moon-Neptune conjunction in here. And you're too twisted. You might want to just say, maybe, would you feel better if you said to him, I don't like that you're too controlling. I don't think that's the right guy for me. Like, be honest with him and tell him that, okay? Because you're twisted over it. This moon in Pisces is me. You're a dreamer and you dream a lot, and I feel like spirit is talking to you, telling you that this is not, like, your instincts are kicking in and he's not the right guy for you, but you're so sensitive. You feel like, well, that you should put yourself out so he's not hurt. That's not good. Okay. I feel like there's somebody else in the picture that's coming for you later, 34, 33, 35. Okay. The last card I'm turning over is the World. Okay. And this is good because here's what happened. When you had your solar return, you had just recently had this, Venus pass over it. Okay. So it made you feel love. It made you feel like what's important. Okay. And that's where that instinct came in. So trust that instinct, hon. Okay. Trust it. It doesn't mean you could tell him, I love you. There's something inside me. It's not right. It doesn't, why waste any more time? If you're in your early 30s, why waste any more time with someone that you think is not right for you? Okay. I love my husband. My husband's controlling. He's an alpha male. If he tells me I can't do something, I can't do it. Okay. But he's, he makes sure my tires on my car are good. He makes sure, what I want to say is I love my husband. I cannot see life without him. Okay. I don't get the feeling ever inside of me that he's bad for me. Okay. You got this instinct to break off with him. Pay attention to that because your moon and your Neptune conjunct. Okay. I feel like there's somebody on the other side that wants to say to you, stop worrying about everybody else. You're too spiritual, you're too sensitive, you're too soft about what everybody else thinks, and you have this whole world. You have this whole world was like in front of you. And did the person, okay, so is the person your son, you said you had a son with Ricky's brother, right? Did you go through any of the sacraments, the Catholic sacraments with your son? Did anybody, was anybody his stepmother, or not his stepmother, his godchild? Like, who is his godchild, your son? Yeah, be honest. Just, be honest. But, I mean, we all, hey, we all get hurt. We all get hurt, but listen to that instinct. Oh, she's really good. Shaylee, make her a mod, right? Yeah, I'll do that right now. How do I do that? Okay. All right. There you go. I did. Okay. Good night, hon. Yeah. Thank you, Sunlit. I did. I made her a mod. I'm going to do one more reading and that's it. It was my daughter. I had her brother. It was my daughter. I had her brother and her godmother. Yeah, she has one. She has a christening. It was my daughter. And I had by her brother. Okay, so you had a daughter by a brother and her godmother. Yeah, she has one and had a christening. So the godmother for your daughter is not Ricky. Is the godmother for your daughter past? Was it an aunt or somebody? Like, I feel like there's a woman past that's close to you, Manna. I should have did that an hour ago, right, Shaylee? Good night. Don't stress, Queen. Man, I'm waiting to hear about the christening. Who is your daughter's godmother? No, not Ricky. No, she's not passed, but no one near me passed. That was a lady I know of. Okay. Why was I getting a feeling of somebody that was a christening, somebody that was your goddaughter? All right. I don't know. Somebody told me the name Ricky. Okay, so no woman that's passed around you. I was picking up on a woman. I wasn't picking up a man. It felt like the whisper was a woman. It could be just somebody that looks after you. It could be one of your angels that just whispered that to me, and if it's not, because I got a feminine feeling that there was somebody on the other side. But again, man, it could be an angel. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. Like, they're telling me too many worrying, but look, you got this whole world ahead of you. Okay, and it's okay to feel bad that you broke off with him, and you feel for his feelings, but your instincts were kicking in and telling you, when that Venus went over that Saturn, and you're having your Saturn return, it's very important. You feel like you need to have roots, and the roots need to be going to the ground, and he did not have the ground for you to put roots in. Okay, that's what it is. Okay? My best friend and I apologized some years ago. No, not Ricky. No, she's not passed. No one near me passed. That was a lady I know of. My best friend, I apologized some years ago. Your best friend passed. Was it a man or a girl? Oh, okay. So your best friend. So she's the one who told me. She was the one who said, Ricky, she was giving me, okay, she was giving me a name that we could connect to somehow. Like, how am I going to come up with Ricky? Okay. But she didn't tell me. She didn't tell me. And I smelled perfume. Remember earlier I smelled perfume? I smelled perfume. Was your best friend that passed? Did she do something with perfume, or always wear a perfume, or I don't know. Well, yeah, okay. Oh, that's Shaylee. Hold on, I need Mana to tell me. I'm sorry, your best friend. She lives down the street from Ricky. That's how we met, Ricky, brother. She loved Paris Hilton. Oh, is that a perfume? I know it's a person, but she lives down the street. But she's passed, right? Your best friend passed on. She died. So she used to live down the street from Ricky. That's how you met. That's how we met Ricky's brother. She loved Paris Hilton. Okay, so does Paris Hilton have a perfume? I don't know. I'm not into progress. Anyway, she's by you. She's with you. So you have her around you. Okay, Mana? That she was coming through. That could have been the whole reason why you got on here tonight. Saw my thing, Barefoot Astrologer, because I'm always barefoot in my house, and she was attracting because she had this message for you. Oh, and Paris has a perfume line. Okay, that's how she wanted to make. Okay, so this friend is she's with you. Okay, she's with you, and she's everything is the world is there for you. Okay. Oh, thanks, Mana. See, I knew these cards were working tonight, so I figured I better stick with them. So, okay. Excellent. Okay, good. So we got Ricky, we got the perfume. So now she was with you. And not to worry, this guy is coming for you. And I feel like it'll be, now that you're in your Saturn return, it feels like it could be now while you're in 34, 35, maybe a little sooner. Okay? All right, sweetheart. Thank you, Mana, for coming in tonight and for making a donation. I love it. Thank you. I love the stars. I love reading people's stars for them. I think they all should have been taught us is right along in school with our 1, 2, 3s. Okay. All right, Mana. Thank you so much. So now we got Mountain Girl, right, Shaylee? Okay, so we got to get Mountain Girl. I wrote all over this paper. I'm gonna need more room. Gonna need a new piece of paper, right? Okay, so I'll squeeze it all in here. Mountain Girl, are you here? Yeah, she's here. Mountain Girl, let me have your, wait, hold on, we're on that. Okay. Mountain Girl, give me your date of birth, hon. Since you donated, I'm going to look at your birth chart for you and we'll do some cards, okay? Don't give me your question. Can you please? Don't give me your question until after I get your birth stuff, okay? And then so this way when I'll be shuffling the cards while I'm reading your chart. Give me the date, the day, the month, day, and year. And the time if you know it. If you don't know the time, 12/22/70. 12/22/70. Okay, delete that. Can I text you my time and location or email it? How about you just type it real fast and delete it? Shaylee, delete it. Shaylee will delete it as soon as I'm ready to write it all down, and I'll take it out, okay? I can remove it after it's posted. Real quick, I'm ready to write it down, hon. (3:12 a.m. Anaheim, California). Delete it. I got it. Okay, I'm going to do your chart real quick. Delete it. Okay. All right, Mountain Girl, hold on, sweetheart. Anaheim, California. Isn't that where Disney World is? Or Disneyland? Which one is over there? All right, did I have her chart saved in here, right, Mana? Okay, Chaley, she's in there. I lost that other chart. I don't know why I didn't save it. All right, clear data. All right, now we're doing Mountain Girl. Mountain Girl, I'm going to save your chart in here. So if you come back, if you got something you need answered at a later date, I got your chart in here. I'm going to save people who donate. I'm saving your charts just in case I have them. If I don't hear from you after a couple of months, I'll delete them. Mountain Girl birth chart. Okay, and she's a female because she said she's Mountain Girl, right? And she is born. Boy, we're getting a lot of December babies tonight. 22. Happy birthday. You just had a birthday, right? Happy birthday, 1970. And she's born at 3:12. I love it. I love when people know what time they're born. 3:12 a.m. And she's born in Anaheim, California. California. Yeah. Anaheim. Oh. Oh. Okay, couldn't spell Anaheim, but I got it. Okay, so let's erect your chart, and then you're going to ask me your question, okay? And I'm going to save it. I got to make sure I save it right from the door, otherwise I'll put charts over it, do a transit chart over it, and I lost it. Okay, so you're 0 degrees Cat. Okay, that's strong. So if you didn't, I don't know if you ever had your birth chart done before, Mountain Girl. You might think you're on the cusp of Sag and Capricorn, but the sun's like a light. It's either on or it's off. And when you were born at 3:12 a.m., the sun was 0 Cap. Very powerful. Oh, you put your question in the Cash App? All right, hold on. Wow, thank you so much. You sent a lot of money. Thank you, Mountain Girl. Wow. Oh my. And to think I was going to stop. Wow. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. Okay. Okay, what's your question? Current career situation and love. Okay, that's what she wants to know. Okay, current career situation. All right, 0 Capricorn is very, very strong, okay? Whenever a planet first moves in to a sign, okay, very, very strong, okay? Yeah, but you guys are, you know, like sometimes I feel like I'm on fire. This is the last one. So anybody, if you're still here in the chat, just come back another time. I take my time with everybody. I'm not about, the reading's over when the reading's over, okay? I'm going to shuffle these cards while I read your stars, Mountain Girl. Then we're going to throw some cards over, see what's going on. Oh, you got your Mars at 10-degree Scorpio. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I just got the chills. Oh boy. Did you lose a boyfriend or a brother or a cousin, male? Not recently, but you know, in the past. I feel like there's a male. I feel like there's a male around you. 2020. Yeah, but he wasn't supposed to pass. I don't feel like this was an older person. I kind of feel like this was young. Like, you know, young, like maybe like late 30s, 40s. I just got the chills. Okay. Okay, well, let's see if something more comes through as we go on, okay? Because sometimes they'll interrupt me and they'll say something if they want. You know, I feel like there's a message there somewhere because I got a chill when I saw that Mars at 10-degree Scorpio. Because that 10-degree Scorpio is right on my Venus at 10-degree Scorpio. So if he wants to talk, he's going to come through, okay? All right, so let's go career, okay? So we got Leo up here and your son's down here. He was a Scorpio. Oh, go boy. He'll come in again, okay? This sun 00. Do you work for yourself? Are you trying to get new clients? Do you want to work for yourself? You do anything with money? Are you managing like in a bank or, you know, doing any kind of finance stuff? Is that what you do? Because you got that sun in that second house right here, and that's, let me show you your chart, dummy. I can't believe I didn't put that up there. This is your chart here, honey, right here, Scorpio. Okay, right there. When I saw that like gave me the chills. I knew somebody was here for you. Okay, I work an agency. Yes, money related, sort of. Okay. Alex, hun, come back another night. I'm doing my last reading with Mountain Girl is a donation. Okay. I did a few readings tonight and I'm expired. Okay, so come back another time and we'll do you. You're more than welcome to hang out and listen though, okay? You too, Master Manifester 2023. I like that one. Okay, I don't want to stop. All right. Okay, so all right. So this right here is troubling me because it's powerful. It's here in this money house. And are you feeling underappreciated or something at your present job? Because that could be Capricorn. Capricorns, they work hard, they're steady, they're dependable, and you know, very easy to get, you know, I don't want to say the underdog, but maybe taken advantage of a little bit, even as powerful as that Capricorn is at 00. Okay, so all right, so we need to. All right, so you said career. I don't see anything knocking. Like, I don't see anything. We do have Jupiter right now in Aries, right? He's going to trine this at 18 degrees. Let me tell you when that's going to happen. Get a piece of paper and a pencil, honey. I want to tell you what Jupiter is going to be 18 degrees Leo, okay? He's going to trine that midheaven. When you know what time you were born, there is nothing that your chart can't time for you. I use my chart to gamble, okay? I gamble when Leo rises at 21 degrees because 21 degrees is on my fifth house cusp. So that's when I gamble and I win, okay? But otherwise, my chart is a work chart, okay? So I want you, if you're going to do something about your position with your employer, You're going to do it when I tell you right here. We're going to wait for that Jupiter, which is in Aries. It's in this 5th house right here, okay? It's going to trine up here, okay? So I'm going to tell you when that's going to happen. 18 degrees, I want it. Okay, your midheaven is 18 degrees and 15 minutes. It's going to be exact on, oh my God, this is so tiny writing in this ephemeris. Hold on, sweetheart. I got to see what that date is. Tuesday, the 28th of March. It's going to be exact. Write it down. Tuesday, 28th of March. Jupiter is going to be right here in your 6th house cup, trining your job, your boss, your career. Okay, whatever you think you deserve, that's when you're going to ask for it. Okay, are you working on, it feels like while this Jupiter is coming up in here, he left this Pisces, right? So you were a little unsure about when you say you're in finances, is it where are you? Okay, where are you? Heath, Scorpio, money related sort of. Money related sort of. Tell me what it is, hon. Don't make me guess because it's too late for me. I don't want to guess. That's not important. What's January 28th? No, I want you to wait until March 28th. It's a Tuesday. March 28th. It's a Tuesday. Mountain girl, okay? That's when I want you to get what you want out of your job. That's the time it's going to be for you to ask your boss for a raise, ask to take some of the workload off you if they put too much on you. Tell me what it is that your job is. That it has to do with money when I said that earlier. And then we'll go to the love stuff next, okay? Oh, bookkeeping taxes, but now I do documentation review for an agency. Yeah. That provides grants, so oh my God, it's tedious. Do you like it? Because I used to have a friend of mine. She was a Capricorn too, and you know what she did? She did the archives for the county government, the documentation. So, and she was very good at it. So so that's funny. She was a Capricorn, you're a Capricorn, and you're doing this documentation and stuff. So what is it that you're not liking about your job? What is it that you want to change? Do you want to change jobs, or do you want to get something out of this job that you're already in? You need a promotion, you need a raise? Tell me. Because if that's what you want, while that Jupiter is trining this area that it gets here, I think you can ask for what it is that you want. Or you can make a change if that's what you want. What's, you wanted me to, you could change jobs at this time. This is lucky. It's very beneficial to have Jupiter walking through this house. You can actually make a decision or find something better at this time if you wanted to go back to doing taxes and bookkeeping. I mean, we are in it is that season. No, I give them ideas for streamline and they take credit and I get no opportunity. I'm looking for a new job, but hard to come by. Had a bad super, so changing slowly. Okay. All right. If you ask yourself over the next couple of days, you want to stay at that job and get what you want, or do you want to look for something else? I know jobs are hard to come by now, okay? But I have to say, Jupiter coming in and transiting this house, trining your midheaven, he's going to be in this house for the next year, trining your 10th house. So he's going to bring all these issues in. You could probably go and find something at that time, okay? But we have to wait until March. We got to wait until when Jupiter goes into that 6th house, and that'll be on March 28th. He enters that house. So I'm applying where I qualify. Okay, then do it. But here's what keep on doing it, and don't worry if you don't get a call back or they hire somebody before they hire you. Because here's what could happen. You have to go through. I used to own my own restaurant. I used to hire people for jobs when I ran theaters, okay? You have to go through 25 employees before you hit one good one, okay? And that's what's happening to some of these employers. They'll hire somebody because maybe it looks better on paper than your paper looks. And then they have them, they're working for 2 weeks, and they find out that this person is crap, okay? And then they wind up calling you, okay? Because you got this Capricorn thing here, okay? So you know, you're a good worker, okay? Nobody can take that away from you. Okay, but you want to be in good with this so you get a good reference. Maybe this is a good time at March. You tell that you're looking, you're starting to look. You know, like see if they offer you more money or take some of the burden away, or put your complaints. Like, I don't see any opportunity for here. I show you how to streamline stuff, and you guys are taking the credit for it. I'm not going anywhere here. Be honest. Say it with the right words. Don't say it with the words I'm using right now. Say it in a good way. Okay. Or you could start looking and you're probably going to get it, but you might not know, it might not happen until that Jupiter hits this 18th degree, hon. Okay? And plus you're in the season right now for taxes and accountants. They're looking, maybe, like you could get lucky. Just don't stop trying. Just keep on putting it out. What we need, sometimes when I look at someone's chart and I don't see any transits, so any of the planets that are in the heavens right now, where they are transiting, hitting anything, I say, things are kind of boring. Okay, so that's what it was. It was kind of boring. Okay, because you need Jupiter to come hit something. We got Saturn right now is 25 degrees Aquarius. He's squaring your Jupiter right here. So he's making it right now so that you can expand, but he's moving. He's 25 and he's moving. He's going to be going into Pisces soon. Okay, so it's all going to open up by the end of March for you. Okay, all right. Now we're going to look at the love part. Okay. I actually want to write, but my job has freedom, and I like the current. All right. Here's another thing. You like to write, so you want to get something published. Look at this. You have this Capricorn. This Mercury rules writing, okay? And it's right on here, your third house of writing, hitting the cusp. The cusp is 14, your Mercury is 13. Your publishing house up here, this is you writing, but is it going to get published? We want to look at this house. This is Cancer ruling. So now we're going to look at the moon, conjunct Uranus. You should be writing. You can get something published. Publish online. Okay, you got it here to publish right here. So if you want to do your bliss, which is right, okay, then keep the job you're at, but stand up for yourself and tell them that you want either more money or more freedom. What do you want? Okay, you could also keep on writing and change jobs that offer freedom too. Okay, just see what's out there. We all want to make more money. Why can't you write? Write and sell little articles, right? Sell an ebook. Tell somebody, do an ebook on accounting, how the new person coming into starting a business, write an ebook on how they could do take care of their accounting. Show them, get an Excel file or get a book, write it step by step what to do. Some people, just because somebody knows how to make cupcakes and sell them, they might not know how to keep the books. So you could, there's probably a lot of things that you can write about and sell ebooks online. Whatever you want to write. Look at all this Scorpio in here. You like the fiction, okay? This would be murder mysteries and stuff. And, this is, I'm a research astrologer. I did my own research study on stranger abducted children, and we actually, matterperception.org is my website. I'm one of the founders, and we actually construct maps for search and rescue groups to where to find remains. Okay, that's the research that I've done, and that's because of all this Scorpio. So yes, you got this Scorpio in here. You can definitely write. You could get published. This tells me if you can write, and you got Mercury, the writer, right here in the third house of writing. And for publishing, you have the moon ruling it here in the masses, conjunct Uranus. So I'm thinking more of your writing and publishing would be online, and maybe figure out a way, like, sell your, you could, if you're an accountant, you can write an easy 1, 2, 3, starting a business, how to set up your books. You know what I mean? So, like, to make money. And what do you mean to do missing? You were asked a long time ago to do missing. What? Tell me about that. matterofperception.org is my website. I'm illustrating hundreds of cases of where children's were, where their remains were found, how the stars are pointing to where the remains are found from where they're pointing to disappearance. And I have families, in search groups all around the United States that I work with when they go out to do search and rescue. So you were asked to find missing persons. How? To write about them? To write about the missing persons? What? Tell me what they wanted you to do. I was asked a long time ago to do missing. I just wasn't ready. Tell me more about who asked you to do what about missing persons. Because this right here, sweetheart, I got the chills with this right here when I saw this. I'm waiting for your answer. It takes a couple of minutes for you to hear me and for the text to come through. I would get visions about people who were missing, and I could tell if they were alive or not. Oh, okay. You know what, sweetheart, mountain girl, let me tell you something. I've been 7 years old. Okay, the dead been talking to me. Even my name, my real name tells me about the people that are dead around me. Okay. It is a very, very hard thing. Sometimes, and I've been doing it since I'm 25 years old, started this research with missing children found murdered. It is very taxing, okay? It's not going to bring money, okay? I do get paid for my maps, hosting the maps, because I do it on a Google Map platform. I do get paid for it. But it is very, yes, energetically difficult, and I don't even look at missing cases anymore unless somebody's coming to me and wants my expertise. I am an expert in the field for it, okay? But I don't even look at them anymore, because once I look at that chart and once I know, now I got to do something about it. Now I got to write to somebody. So I don't even do it anymore unless they come to me and they find me, okay? Because I said, and sometimes I just got to walk away and give it a break. But all my research is being made public. I have over 150 cases of children found murdered and where the remains were recovered, and how the stars foretold where they would be recovered. And then there's about 100 adult cases there. And it's for people who are into astrology, and who are not into astrology actually find out where, how our missing are being found in the geometry. We can even apply it to live people, and where they like to go to the park and where they like to go out to eat. Okay, not just finding remains. Okay, yes, it's fascinating, but it's energetically very difficult. Okay, and I'm not telling you not to do it. It doesn't bring money. It brings more angst than anything. Okay, but if there's a case that comes past you and you feel something and you feel like you want to do something about it, then more than well, I would just pick up the phone or write something I go right to the top dog now. If I work on a case, I go right to the top dog and I send all my work to the top dog. I don't reach out to the family. I go right to the top dog, meaning the police. And I tell them, this is who I am. This is what I've done. Go look over here. Okay. Everything about this child is telling me this is a remains recovery and they are no longer alive. And sometimes when I got to tell them, and it's very hard to get to that point. Right. But anyway, enough about me. enjoy that part. Maybe write about it, because let me tell you something. People love it. I mean, people really love. Go on some of these YouTube channels, and you see some of these psychics that are, once a kid disappears, everybody's trying to get in on it. I don't do it. I mean, I do have a YouTube channel for Matter of Perception, and I illustrate maps, but I stopped doing it because everybody would be asking me. There's thousands of people missing, and I can't help all of them. I just can't. I can't. Yeah, maybe if it's someone local, right? Concentrate. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it, because if you got the knack for it and you got all this Scorpio in, here's what all right, I know that I'm taking a long time with you, and we're going to get to your love part, but before we get there, let me tell you this, okay? Eileen Grimes is an astrologer who did a study on the Titanic. She did all the charts of all the birth charts she can get on the people that traveled on the Titanic. She got the birth charts of the people, the birth dates of the people of the what do you call it? The crew. Okay, the captain. She got the birth charts of the men who designed the ship. She got the birth charts of the White Star Line when they started their business, and she was looking for an aspect that would call the sun sign. No, what was the star sign signature for the Titanic? Okay, and it's fascinating. The book, I have the book. I went to 2 different exhibits. Okay, and does the name Linda O'Keefe sound familiar to you from your circles? No, not right away. No, it doesn't. But so anyway, she came up with the star sign signature for Titanic. Okay, and all the people that were on the ship, had anything to do with the ship, wrote about the ship, whatever, had a planet in their birth chart that was between 19 degrees and 26 degrees of the cardinal signs, which is Aries, Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Capricorn, Libra. Where's the other cardinal? And Cancer up in here, which is Cancer. Okay, and I have the Titanic star sign signature. Okay, but this 10 degrees of Scorpio, this is the star sign signature for the missing right here. This is what I see come up a lot. Okay, that's why I'm bringing this up. When I saw it, it gave me the chills. So there's something there for you. All right, this is the last. Please come back next week. Thank you. She does similar to you. I'm a subscriber, number 27. Perfect. Okay. I don't know her. I might. No, I don't. I know a lot of people follow me. A lot of people reach out. I work with the police, and I work with the search and rescue. I've been doing it since I'm 25 years old. I've been building maps that are pointing to the direction of where they're found, and I don't do it anymore. I don't make my maps public, like with Summer Wells, Michael Vaughn. I have working with the police on all those cases. I don't make all their stuff public anymore because of my subscription that I have for my mapping program. I can't let everybody just go in there and look. Okay, but anyway. So this is the star sign signature for missing people right here. Okay, so let me say that to you. So whether you want to write about it or you want to help, but from my experience, go to the top dog. Don't go and do a YouTube reading to the public. Okay, do a video. If you want to do a video, do it and send it to the top dog of the police working on that case. Okay, that's where you'll get their respect. You're not going to get any respect putting it on YouTube and having 3,000 subscribers. There's all those people that can't do anything to help find that person. Okay, so that I'll tell you. All right, so let's get to the love part and let's unroll these cards. So we got it with your. Yes, she does, out of the Southern Cali, but anyway, just thought you might have known her. No, I don't. I'm in my own circle, sweetheart. The less psychics I know that are working on doing their thing, I stay away from. Not because I don't like them, okay? Not because of that, but because I don't want to be influenced about what they think. So I don't go looking, okay? So I stick to them in my own circle. I do my work. They talk to me. and I do my map. I send it to the police, and I don't. If I'm going to do more videos for a matter of perception, which I need to do, it's going to be on our findings from our study. So to educate the public on it, but not to tell them where I think Summer Wells is or Michael Vaughn. I send that stuff to the top dog. So if you're going to work on it, send it to the top dog. You know, the lieutenant working on the case, call up and find out who's that person's supervisor, send it to them, because they'll be the ones. Okay, that's the way to handle that. Or you could write about it. So you're a writer and you will be published, and you could get paid to do it. Okay, because look at this. This is your money. Second house is your money. This is other people's money. Mercury's ruling it, and it's right here on the cusp of this. So you can get paid for your writing. Okay. All right, sweetheart. Okay, so now we're going to go and we're going to do about the love. Okay. So I'm going to throw these cards over. And then we're going to talk about your Venus here, and you got Saturn here. Okay, so Mountain Girl, you were born in the 70s, so do you have children through another marriage, hon? Mountain Girl? I see Saturn's in your 7th house, that you were married before, may have children. Do you have children with that marriage? Okay. All right. So you're born in 70. So we're what? How old are you? So that's 70, 80, 90, 2000. So you're like 50, right? All right. 50's the new 30. 50's the new 30, Mountain Girl. And I can say that because I'm 60. All right. Venus is in Scorpio for you. That's to hell and back when it comes to love relationships, okay? We love too deeply, too intensely, and it's to hell and back, okay? We picked the wrong people. That Venus in Scorpio picks the wrong people because we feel the murk, okay? We know everybody's got the murk. We know we know the ugly, okay? We know everybody's got the ugly, and somehow that seeps in. We got to be very careful who you give that love away to with Venus and Scorpio, okay? So you got to be careful on who gets it, okay? Your sun is in Capricorn, so that your sun is in Capricorn, and it right here, okay, let's see where I'm going to do a progression, see where your progressed sun is right now, because then I'll see if a man's coming in, okay? So I'm going to hold this, Mountain Girl. Let me do a progress to this time. Okay. Let's go here. All right, let's see. Progressed sun. Right here, down here. Oh, you just had the Saturn going over your progressed sun. When was that? Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. 2022. Hold on. Okay, 2022. I got to pull out all these ephemeries. All right, hold on. October. Okay, Saturn went over your progressed sun. Oh, it's there right now. It started at the end of December. Did you meet somebody or cut something off with somebody, Mountain Girl, like in the end of December? Or somebody coming in, older person, maybe somebody from the past? Saturn's right on your sun, so he could bring somebody in. I want to see if it kind of made you like, sometimes when Saturn goes over the sun, makes us lazy, depressed, but he's leaving. He's 25 degrees now, so he's leaving. So you could be like maybe feeling a little bit better, a little bit more energy. Saturn was squaring up here with your Jupiter, but he's leaving. So things are going to start opening up. Venus is ruling your mate over here, and she's 7 Cap right here. You're going to have Jupiter squaring this, like right now in the next couple of weeks. So can you get out? No new person. I want a Pat person, but came back. He is older. The younger I cut off because he doesn't change his situation. Long story. No new person. I want a Pat person. But he never came back. I don't understand that. No new person. I want a pat person, but he never came back. Older is Cap, past person. No. I want, oh, you want a past person, but he never came back. He never came back in. He's older. Oh, so there's somebody in your past that you, I like, have you reached out to him? Get a reading on him? Maybe, what, if he didn't come back in, why didn't he come back in? Can you reach out, or you tried? And, you know, sometimes when Saturn goes over our sun, we get exactly what's right for us. So if nobody came in, then that's good. And if somebody did come in, that could be good too. So I'm just trying to understand, like, are there two different people that are on the, see, this Mars right here is mutable. So there could be, you know, two people that you're thinking about. Jupiter's trining your Jupiter here. I don't know, hon. It looks like somebody could be coming in. What do you want? Are you certain of what you want, what you desire, what you want to have going forward? And if neither one of these men, the younger one who said his situations didn't change, the older one, I mean, you gotta find out. Don't waste your time pining over someone from the past who didn't come back in unless you picked up the phone and called them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what energy did you put into this person in the past? I'm waiting for you to answer. I'm going to throw these cards over in a minute and see what happens. Pretty much, yeah, I know what I want. I feel like he needs to do the you're my age. You feel like he needs to do the contacting. Okay, well then all right, the best way that I know, okay, pining never gets us doing anything, okay? You're going to have to let go and let God with that, okay? Anything that happens when Saturn passes us by right here, okay? He's the karma keeper. He's the clock, okay? He's the karma keeper, and he passed this, so if that person didn't come in, there's nobody coming in here. We need that thing to pass. And let's pick up something new that's coming in the future. Okay? I'm gonna roll over the cards for you, and let's see what we get from that. And I think maybe let's see if we get picked up from this person that passed. Right? Didn't somebody pass when you were younger? I felt something when this. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so you've been around the block. You know, you've been around the block. You know what's good. You know what's bad. You've got to get away from that Venus and Scorpio and start, instead of working with your desires, you need to start thinking with your mind. Okay, because this right here, that Venus ruling your mate over here in the Scorpio, that's hard. That's hard. It's hard to deal with. I didn't meet my husband until I was 42. I didn't get married until I was 42. Okay, because of the way it left. Oh, well, why don't you reach out? Why don't you reach out to him? Just reach out and get a feeling. And if he doesn't respond, then you know you can move on. But you know, with that Venus and Scorpio, you're not going to move on until you get an answer from him. But you better be ready for the answer. And if it's not what you want, you might get surprised. Okay? Because this Saturn going through here, that could mean something. You know, maybe you come back at another time, Mountain Girl, and we'll look at his stars, this guy. But let's do it after you call him or something. Because I'm picking up these charts, and like, you know all the tricks. You know you're not playing anymore. Like, you're serious. And let's see here. Okay, so there's the Justice. Now, you were just saying that it should have been him to do the contacting because of the way it was left. That's the justice that you're feeling. But you're letting pride get in the way of your feelings. That's pride, and pride will kill you if you're waiting for him to do it because of the way things left. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how long ago was the things left, and or why? Because this is all that Scorpio, Mars, and the Venus, and the Jupiter, all in Scorpio. It's holding on to that. Like, it's very hard to move past it. It's obsessive, but you'll do yourself a favor if you call. Maybe, maybe he'll say, "Oh my God!" Like, we could even do his, if we know his birthday. I refuse. 2 years, misbehaved. You never know, but you're sitting here. Okay, maybe he'll. So if he reached out, then you would do something. If he reached out to you, why don't you put it put it out to the universe? Actually do a magic spell on him with your mind. That's where it all starts, right here. Visualizing him calling you. Keep on putting it out there, then let it go. Have the mental vision of him calling you and let it go. Okay? Really, okay? So this is Justice, okay? So you're stubborn with that Venus and that Mars and stuff in there. I have it. I have Venus and Scorpio, so I know. I've lived that love life. I've lived it. And you have to let the pride go, okay? I sent prayers up 2 years ago, and I have. But he gets in my energy. Well, you can cut him out like a knife. You can get a knife and cut him out of you. Like, you have to go around your whole body, cut him out. Don't. Okay. The Emperor is there. I feel like there's maybe it's not him, but there's somebody coming. There's you. There's him. Maybe, you know what? I feel like you're probably gonna hear from him one way or the other, and it could be because you both have to. Is there a reason an event would happen? Like would you have to go to a funeral or something? Is there? I don't know. It feels like I feel like you're gonna meet somebody, like maybe not him. I feel like you're gonna run into somebody else because you have to go to a funeral or a wake, and that brings somebody else from the past in. It feels like somebody from the past coming into you, but it's because you're running into him at an event. That's what I'm getting. And if you want somebody to come in, you got to be unreclusive. So you're going to have to put yourself out there. You left his B-day bed. Pretty reclusive. Okay. I don't know. I feel like somebody's coming in because you have to go to a funeral. Like, I don't know who passes, but somebody passes and you go to their services, and, and that's, I don't know, there's a death around when this person comes in. There's a death around it somehow, but it's not a bad death. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's how this person, like, why you meet this person. I keep putting his DOB and get it deleted before you read it. I keep putting his, I left his birthday. Oh, okay. Somebody's deleting it. Shaylee's probably deleting it for the date. I'm sorry. Shaylee, she's going to give me his birthday real quick. And this is the one from 2 years ago. All right. I'll look at him real quick. Do it real quick right now. Oh, you're not deleting it? Oh, maybe somebody else is deleting it. Oh, ain't that spooky? I'm not deleting it. I didn't see it. I don't think I saw a date, but then I'm looking at the stars. It's hard for me to pay attention to this chat. Um, it's hard for me to pay attention to the chat. Maybe it's spooky. Wow. Maybe they don't. Listen, 2 years and you won't call them, but you're still pining over them. I don't mean even. Please don't take. I'm from Jersey. Please don't take my attitude as being mean or anything. I'm not. But I know Venus and Scorpio. I pined over some guy for 5 years. So I know Venus and Scorpio. Okay. Oh, 112. Okay. All right. Hold on. 112.65. All right. Delete it. 112.65. I got it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We'll look at them. Okay. I just don't want you to be wasting your energy for somebody that you broke up 2 years ago. But then look at me. I pined over somebody for 5 years. Two different people. I was, when it came up, I wish I had one of my sisters here. They'll tell you. Oh, someone did it again. Wow. 6:35. Oh, I'm going to do the whole chart? Okay. She knows his time and everything. 6:35 p.m. Woodland, California. All right, hold on. Let me get that chart in there. All right, let's go. All right, I'm going to save your chart, Mountain Girl, so it's in here for, I mean, I don't want to think that I'm sounding mean, okay? I'm going to try to be positive, but it's hard. Venus and Scorpio, that's a hard Venus placement for love. Not that you can't have it. I'm happily married for 20 years. I got the best guy, best man I ever met was my husband, but I had to change who I was and what I desired and liked in order to get him. I had to do the work because I would always pick the wrong people. All right, so this is Mountain Girl's boyfriend. Mountain boyfriend. I'm going to put boyfriend, even though it's, birth chart. Hold on. And he's male. Give me a minute to put it all in, okay? I don't like to go these fast. People are probably hanging around waiting, and okay, 6:35 p.m. Woodland, California. All right, I'm getting tired. I'm starting to fade. California, Woodland. All right, I'm getting him in here, honey. Hold on. Woodland, California. Okay, so let's see what I can say about him. To calculate, I'm going to save it. Okay. All right. It's Mountain Girl attracted someone did. Now, every time I start letting go, he comes back in my energy. Not really. We can do another time. No, I'm going to look at him right now. Listen, I'm looking at that Venus and Scorpio that you have, and I know what it feels like because I used to have it. Okay? And I used to vibrate off my Venus and Scorpio. I still have it. That's what makes me a medium, that I can talk to the dead, that Venus and Scorpio, okay? That's why you do what you do, okay? So it's a blessing and it's a curse, okay? But when it comes to love and our feelings, we get hooked on somebody. It's not easy to let go. That Scorpio is fixed sign. That Scorpio is deep, okay? So I'm worried that you're staying on because it feels comfortable to be there because of that Venus and Scorpio. I want you to realize that this is how you behave when it comes to love with that Venus and Scorpio, and say, I can't do this anymore. I gotta go. This is the better kind of guy for me. Okay. All right. That's what the point I'm trying to get to. So let's look at him. I'm going to look at him when it comes to his moon and his Venus, because that's what's going to tell me when it comes to women, okay? His moon is in Taurus. They like the whole package when the moon's in Taurus. This is the second package we had with the moon. This is the second reading we're doing tonight with a boyfriend with the moon in Taurus, okay? They like the whole package. They like the hair, the hips, the legs, the boobs, the hiney. They like it all. They want it all's got to go together, okay? Yeah, but we don't want to be lonely too. I know you don't want to be involved, but there's no reason for you to be lonely too. But the thing is, Venus and Scorpio is their own best company. You don't really need anybody in your life to make you happy. Like you want it, but you don't really need it. Okay, all right. So he likes the whole package. His Venus is in Capricorn, 0, 0. His Venus is right on your sun. So I'm going to put your chart. I'm going to put his chart over your chart. Hold on. I'm going to see where the glue is. I mean, that's why he can't, maybe he reaches out to you too, right? So here's Mountain Girl. Hold on. Oh, let me get the chart reading in there. I'm sorry, I didn't put the chart up so you could see it. There's you. I'm going to compare this to, sometimes I have to remember to turn the thing on. Okay, so now this is him over you, okay? His Venus is conjunct your sun, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's powerful. So there's affection there. He has affection there for you, okay? And it's strong, and it's something that would last a long time, okay? Because this is Capricorn we're talking about, all right? Let's see what else. Now, here's your Venus is 12, and his Jupiter is 16. This is opposing. So there's another very strong connection there, okay? His moon is opposing your Jupiter. So there's there's strong connections. I think you need to lose your pride. If he's available and he is emotionally available because there's no woman in his life, you are only doing yourself a disfavor by not forgiving him. I mean, people are human. They make mistakes. I mean, if you're after 2 years, if he's still pining for you, there's glue there that could keep this together. His Saturn's 2 degrees Pisces, so it's sextile to your sun, so that's glue. Okay. What do we got to do to get you to cash in your pride? I would forgive him if he would actually apologize. What did he do? Tell me what he did. Because you're not allowing him to be human. And if you're not allowing him to be human, you're not forgiving yourself for being human for something you might have done in the past. He came and some clean on some things. I did once and he told me to leave. Oh, what do you mean you did once? He told you to leave. I mean, you actually showed up where he was. It wasn't a phone call. So this is up a lot of opposition. Look at this. This is opposition, right? He's holding out. His Jupiter is opposed your Venus Jupiter conjunction here. So there's opposition. It's like neither one of you are doing each other any favors by somebody not forgiven. He lied about seeing other people and he told me he wanted to build a future. Okay. Are you certain he was seeing other people? I met him 4 weeks after the ex you picked up on passed away. Oh, okay. I think maybe she's... Wow. Okay. Okay, but listen. Remember that little kid, that video was going around? Listen, Linda, listen. Okay, listen. Okay, he wasn't making me a priority. I know. All right. Okay, well, good for you then. I mean, okay. But sometimes I know when I met my husband, I don't want him to hear me. He's in the other room. When I met my husband, I was actually dating 2 other guys at the same time. Okay, when I met my husband. And my husband and I went out to eat. And when we came home, and my husband didn't, he didn't say anything about being exclusive. Okay, so I figure, like, okay, so what you're saying, everything here is that you need to move on from him because he wasn't giving you what you needed and he lied to you. And that's probably not going to change. He was living with someone who confirmed my suspicions about his activities. So I need to try to talk you out of this guy. I mean, there's no even reason for us to looking at his chart. You need to do the work to cut him out. Getting a knife, okay? This is how you cut a guy out of you, okay? You got to cut his energy out. Get a knife and buy a knife and don't use it for anything else. But, oh, I wanted to hear your story. Oh, it's good. Shaylee. I get a knife, buy a knife, go to Walmart, go to a store, go anywhere, buy yourself a knife that cuts, okay? And do not use it for any other reason but to cut him out of your life. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to take a shower. You're going to stand out from the shower naked. Okay, you're going to take that knife and you are going to take it down to the right side of your body, down by your feet. You're going to bring it all the way up your calves, your legs, your side, your wrist. Bring your arm up. You're going to cut him right out. You're going to follow that knife all the way around both sides of your body, all the way down, all the way down. Okay? Bring it around your feet. Come up again. Do it again. Do it like 6 times. Do it 3 times. Do it another 6 times, and then do it another 9 times. Okay, in like you took a shower today, tomorrow you do it tomorrow 3 times. Take a shower the next time you take a shower, step out nude. You take that knife, you do it 6 times. Okay, that's the magic you are performing on yourself to cut this man's energy out of your body. You do not need to sit here and tell me. Okay, I'm with you, Mountain Girl. I was there with that Venus and Scorpio. Okay, I did it, waiting for people to come back. Okay, I've done it. I know how it feels. Okay, you got to cut them out, and you got to cut them out because we can't be sitting here after 2 years waiting for this guy who lied to you, who wasn't giving you under shower water. No, you're not doing it in the shower. You're gonna go in the shower. You're gonna wash all that vibe off yourself. Okay, clean vibe. Then you're going to come out, you're going to use a knife and you're going to cut all the way around your body. You're not touching your body with the knife. You're cutting, you're leaving the knife about 1 inch, 2 inches away from your body, and you're using that knife all the way. You're going to outline your whole body with a knife from the feet, calves, thighs, hips, waist, your breast, your underarm, your arm, come up, over. They always come back because men never forget who loved them. They always come back. Men do not forget. I've always had all my old boyfriends, one way or another, open up and come back. I'm sorry, I was stupid, okay? If he's not the one for you because he's not giving you what you want, then we need to let him go, hon. And you know, unless if one day he does and he comes back and he shows up and he forgives you, then you can let him back in again. But here's the problem. Women, you know, I don't care what they're saying today about the different genders, this and that. Okay, women are women and men are men. Your energy is insertive. He has to be inside of you. That man, when you have sex with someone, that energy is in a female's coming inside you. Okay? I mean, and I don't even mean the orgasmic release or anything. It's his own energy of his body is inside you. Okay, so it's very hard to get that energy out. Okay, and so it stays with us women, okay? And it might and with that Venus and Scorpio, that's all sexual energy right there. You might be caught in the loop, that sexual desire loop of him, because maybe you enjoyed your sexual encounters and you're stuck in that loop where you don't want to let him go. You know what I mean? That's how I can interpret that. I mean, we're all adults here. Let's not, you know, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be truthful, and I know what that aspect can do. So if you really want, if you know, it's either call him and forgive him, and see where he's at in his life, or cut him out. And then if he does come back, you'll be surprised that here's what usually happens. Okay, one time I was with somebody, a friend, long time. We were friends, long time, and then we got romantically involved. And it was hot and heavy, and we even moved in together. And then he wanted out, okay? I mean, it was a whole year after that. I was, like, still a mess because of him. And when I finally saw him again, I was like, what the frick was I thinking about? I was, like, caught in my own delusions of him, living in this relationship up here in some castle, and not paying attention to what really was. Actually, it wasn't really that good. Laugh at now. I know it. I know, but you know what? The thing is, your sexual energy, that Venus and Mars, they're conjunct. They're with that Jupiter, so the chemistry is very strong. Like that's what you go on. You go with chemistry. Like the chemistry has to be there. So I want to be able to help you have a way out of this. You know what I mean? So you're willing to make the adjustments because I saw long term before the lies. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just need somebody to confirm things for you. I hope that's something that I was able to do. Um, if he was with somebody that passed that died, he could be hung up on something. This Taurus says he didn't have a Taurus moon. That they don't. These men don't give up very quickly on women. Okay, Mars is in Virgo. Isn't that funny? The one guy I'm talking about that passed had his Mars in Virgo here too. Yeah. Um, think about what I said about this, and you're gonna have to get his energy off you because I feel like you're stuck in a loop with it. That chemistry loop of it. Even if he wasn't that good, because I know exactly what you're talking about, because that Venus in Scorpio and the Mars in Scorpio is very passionate and obsessive. It's murky, so it's really it's a very hard connotation to have 3 stars in. Buy a new knife. Buy a new knife, Victor. Right? Yeah. Okay. So, I feel like somebody else is coming, but it's funny that I feel like this other person that's coming in for you, Mountain Girl, is going to come because of a death. Isn't that something? Like, we do need this to happen now, and we do need this to happen. Now, here's another thing, okay? Your progressed Mercury right here, and I'm going to end with this, sweetheart, okay? Your progressed Mercury right here, 29 degrees Sag, is going to leave here. It's going to go 0, Cap. It's going to hit this Mercury, and it's going to do that probably within, I want to say it's going to be like within the next 3 months. You're going to feel differently, okay? Yeah, all the people I love have passed away. My mom, my dad's gone. An old boyfriend's gone. 2 boyfriends actually are gone. I know that's this right here, but they never leave us. They're always with us. You can talk to them. But I feel like you're going to feel different. You're going to feel like something new coming, because your progressed Mercury was going through Sagittarius for the last 26, 27 years. And now he's going to move into a whole different sign, and that's going to give you a new breath. Okay? Father of your twins, other people. Yeah. Maybe, I felt this sting here when I first saw this. The younger guy was Saggy. I just feel like something new is going to come. Like this Mercury here, you're thinking, which is, part of your value, okay, of your mate's value here, his money, was all going through Sagittarius of your value. Once this moves into that new Capricorn, I think it's going to do it within the next 2 months, 3 months. You'll have a new breath, okay? I hope that helped, Mountain Girl. I just know how hard this aspect is. Whenever I see it in somebody's chart, I know how hard it is because I lived it. I lived it. I had my first boyfriend. 7 years. He was always running around on me and would tell me. The next guy, he would go down the shore every weekend, would never ask me to go. I used to bartend with them, and girls would come in and write their numbers on a piece of paper and give the piece of paper to me to hand to him. And I used to walk over to here. She wants you to have her phone number. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there with that Venus and Scorpio. It's hard. And then as the older you get, then you wind up turning your nose up to it. But it still stings and it still lasts. And it wasn't until I changed, till the people that were coming in changed. Well, that's okay, because time is an illusion, and I think somebody's coming in, but somebody new is going to come in, but it's going to be because of death, because maybe you have to go to a funeral or something, services because someone passed. Okay, and I really want to hear about it when it does, because it gives me some feedback about my reading and if I was correct on what I saw. I don't ever look at anybody's chart and not learn something. Okay, Mountain Girl, my website, I want to go and my website is betthestars.com, and I got things posted about the Super Bowl and what teams I think are going. I hit all the games this weekend, all four, and so I like to bet on the lottery, and I like to put people on the tables when it's their lucky time to play, because we all got a lucky time to play. And that's it. I really thank you, everybody. Shaylee, for being my gal here, and for people who stayed around. I have to look you up. Do you have email? Yeah, I'm of these stars at Gmail. If you go to my Bet the Stars, you'll see a picture of me there. There's a link to go to my Matter of Perception where the missing kids are. Okay. And yeah, you can get a reading from me going to my website too. I'm usually like on, updating my pages, doing my lottery posts and stuff for the numbers. I post with lottery posts for other people in Ohio for the Ohio numbers, because I like my numbers. It's fun. And I like to it keeps my brain going. So yeah, I'm available. And then I'm thinking I'm probably going to stream like maybe two or three times a week. But I go too long, right? I think people get mad and they leave because I went too long. But I read. It's over when it's over. Okay. Thank you, Victor, for hanging around and watching. That made me feel good. And you come back and, gee, we had 6 people watching. And great. I hope everybody subscribed. No good length. No, good length. Thank you. No, it's no problem. Okay, great. All right, Mountain Girl, you're good, right? Okay, everyone, thank you for coming in tonight. And I appreciate everyone coming and staying and chatting and let me talk to you about the stars. And that's it. Okay, I'm going to take your cards off. Mountain Girl, make sure you let me know, okay? Go check out the matterperception.org. That link is on my website, too. You can go there and check out the work that I do on the missing kids, okay? Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging around.